I just figured I would start this with that showing. Make sure to pop in Friday night. Ashley and I will be live with Ellie talking about Dakota Johnson.
Stupid. If only I'd given you a Dakota Johnson movie.
Yeah, but it's hard. There's only two Dakota Johnson or three of her movies I haven't seen. The Lost Daughter, I believe it's called.
Okay.
And then I haven't seen the Suspiria remake.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, shit.
And the thing is, I haven't seen the original Suspiria, and everybody's like, you need to see the Suspiria, the original one, before you watch the remake. Because you know how sometimes if you see the remake first, and then you go and watch the original, you're going to be like, it's not as good because you have something to compare it to, and you love the remake, and then you're like, well. So people are like, watch the original, so that way if you enjoy it, you'll really appreciate it because you haven't seen the remake first. And so I just don't know because I'm not into it's like a ghost thing. Is it a little bit?
No, it's not Ghost.
Okay. It's like supernatural though?
Yeah, it's about Satan.
Oh shit. I don't think I'm going to like that then.
Well, it's weird. So
yeah, I don't know if I would have liked that because like religious horror is usually not my forte.
It's not really religious. It's more cultish.
God, I hate cults.
You are such a girl. Quit it.
No. You seen House of the Devil? Oh man,
yes, that shit's boring.
Yeah, but like the cult stuff and that, like the satanic cult followings in movies, I'm just like, keep that shit away from me.
This is a little different.
Okay.
But I watched the remake before the original, so.
And did you like both?
I like both of them just fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to see it. I don't know if I'm going to get to it before Friday's stream, and I feel like that's unfair, but whatever. I'm pretty sure it's not going to leapfrog any of my favorite movies, Dakota Johnson.
Oh, it's going to go straight to number one. What are you talking about?
Doubt that, but who knows, baby. So how are you? It's been a long day the last couple days, a long start to the week between Verizon and their stupid power outage and yesterday and multiple other things. It was good to get a couple laughs in backstage.
You're welcome.
Yeah, don't let it go to your head, Ashley.
Oh, shut up. Anyways.
How's life? Are you ready for Friday?
Yes, I am.
Tonight. Who cares about tonight? This is more
Shut up. Yes, I'm fine, and I am very much ready for both of these.
Okay, all right. I'm ready for Friday.
You're such an asshole.
Let's catch up with the chat. Let's see who's in the chat tonight. We've got Caveman. What's up, guy? Says, hey there, everyone. Please hit the like button. Can't wait for the great upcoming show. What's up, guy? Grant is in the chat. Says, right on time. Horrorfest is in there, but hopefully some good Paramount DreamWorks movies are in there. I don't know. It might be a couple Paramount titles. I don't know. What's up, Nikki? Good evening, Bob, Ashley, and everyone. This should be a great conversation. Always enjoy when Nikki's hanging out. We got Movie Warehouse in here. What's up, Nicholas? Glad you're here, man. Good to see you in here. Tony's in here, says good evening. Just eyes back and forth. We got Joe in the chat. I was watching his live stream on Whatnot yesterday. What do we got here? Joe's kind of gotten me into Whatnot lately. Not that
Did you buy anything from him?
No, I afterwards because I got a new debit card sent out in the mail. So afterwards, I was like, just put these aside and I'll sell you. I was like, it'd be way easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would say payment declined because I didn't have a debit card set up on there. So, hi, Movie and Jane. I'm doing better than I was, but still not out of the woods. What's up, Joe? Sending healing vibes, Joe. Nothing like some movie convo to help you feel better, man. We got Corey in the chat. Says, hey, all. I was surprised by Corey's age today. I won't say it in the chat, but I thought Corey he looks a lot younger than he is. I'll just put it that way.
He does.
I was like, no way, dude. I don't believe you for a second. I was like, you look younger than me, man.
He just turned 85 years old. It's fine. Just kidding.
What's up, Benicio? My brother from another mother, Bobby True Blue. What up, Benicio? What's going on, man? Looks like the conversation has already started. Let's see here. If I skipped anybody in the chat, I do apologize. We got Holland Oates in the chat saying, hey, Uncle Tony. Caveman says hi to people. We got Adam in the chat. I usually skip over somebody sometimes, or I'll put it on the screen but won't read it. But anyways, Let's see here. Adam, Vinicio just saying hi back and forth. We got Nikki. We got Prince in the chat. What's up? That reminds me, Winona Earp, Dungeon.
Yes.
My watch list. I have
Go
not
watch
watched
it.
that one. Time to start the show, baby. Corey's young at heart. Let's see his. What's up, cool kids? We got Johnny in the chat. He's probably watching the Braves game with April and True Adam. All right, so you want to start with number 10? You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, so these are the 10 that Ashley recommended to me. I do have posters up tonight. I have the now discussing tabs up. Not saying I'll remember to put those up there, but I do have them up and ready to go. And so, yeah, let's see here. Let's jump into number 10. Where would that be? Brand. Okay. Number 10. We have got 8 seconds. I feel like you're going to be very surprised by that one. Yes? No?
No, I actually kind of had it kind of low.
Oh,
but
really?
not at 10, but it was lower.
Okay, so I'll get into the reason why it's my number 10. But
Okay.
I don't like I enjoy this more than probably more than 9. But what I'll say about this one is it's to me, this is my opinion, of course, right? We're
Yeah.
going to disagree, but it's so poorly made. And this is the same director of Karate Kid, correct? And Rocky and stuff. The script is just shit. It's
Can
just
I say something? I'm pretty sure that it was like one of those straight to like CMT back in the day.
like TV type of thing.
Yeah. So CMT was country music television, and that's where I used to watch this movie all the time. So it was kind of like a
It felt
TV
like
movie.
it felt like it very much.
Yeah.
Like it almost played like a Lifetime movie, which it doesn't even bother me in some cases,
Mhm.
but I get into that. I got a whole lot I've written. I
Okay.
don't have like a ton of notes tonight, but I mean, I say that, but we'll be here a while. So I wrote, I like my quotes. I always write down stuff that just jumps off the page. When she wrote, "Honey, I judge a man more by the size of his heart and not the size of his rear. It'll probably do you a lot of good."
Yes.
Let's see here. I'm over an hour in so far, and ultimately I feel like it's pretty blah. It feels rushed and undeveloped. As I always talk about, I'm big on characters and character development, and the characters don't feel fleshed out very well. It's several years later, and I don't feel like a ton has been developed. He's just kind of become the professional bull rider super quickly in the movie, no real development to it though. I got to put the tab up here.
Yeah.
Let's see here before I got people in the chat right now probably yelling, "Get that tab put up." All right, so I do like the cast. It was fun seeing a lot of actors and actresses that aren't very big today, but I remember very well as a kid, and I also see on TV shows or whatever else. I also couldn't really care for the characters. I know it's obviously based on a true story, so I don't even know if calling them characters is the right word. I'm a big fan of the director's work. Rocky, Karate Kid, I believe. Is that correct? I think.
I'm pretty sure he has quite a big few movies.
Yeah, so that's why it's just like I think the script was what was lacking. I also hate, and I mean hate in movies when some. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put spoilers up because I don't want to. I'm gonna dive into spoilers, so this is a spoiler. So spoilers for the movie 8 Seconds if you haven't seen it, which you probably haven't. Okay, I hate in movies when someone cheats and then doesn't say anything, but then their spouse cheats and they get all mad and flip out.
Oh shit, I hated that.
God, I hate that stuff so much. It's like you literally cheated first and then didn't say anything, but you're mad when she cheats. And that happens quite often in movies. And I know it's a movie, but that shit fucking drives me crazy because I'm like, are you seriously going to get mad at this person because they cheated after you cheated first?
My thing though is did she though? I mean, she did go out on kind of like a date with him, but I don't remember her sleeping with him unless they just didn't show that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. She didn't, I guess, because you're right. She said, I went out with the guy, right? That's all
But
she
granted,
basically said.
I mean, that is cheating. It's just he went the extra mile.
Yeah, he right, exactly.
Yeah.
I wrote, I'm going to blame this movie on being not great on a bad script. The script has no balls, and it plays very much like a Lifetime or straight-to-TV movie. And I'm not even saying that it's a problem, but it's just not enticing or engaging enough for me. Luke Perry is good, no issues with him. The one thing I do like is trying to constantly live up to your dad's expectations. I appreciate that part of the movie, or strive to earn his love. He can have the whole world handed to him, but without his dad's love, it still wouldn't be enough. So I did like that bit. The story just feels so rushed for me. And for that, I think the movie suffers greatly. I never got engaged enough in any story. It all feels so rushed and never simmered on long enough. Can you explain the corny Disney type of music choice?
It was the 90s, man. Or 80s. I can't remember
Okay,
which year it was.
this is something I had a huge problem with. I don't know, and I should have cried at this part, but I didn't. Um, but I wrote, "What the fuck?" His death was corny as fuck. Like he gets stomped on, he gets up, and then he falls to the ground, and then all of a sudden it's a casket. I was like, "What was this?"
Well,
It's
okay, you
terrible.
have to remember that he was, like, one of the biggest, like, bull riders during that time, and he died so suddenly and so quickly, and they made this movie not too long after he died, so they didn't want to offend his family. So I feel like I mean,
Look,
as corny as it was, I feel like they did it on purpose.
it looked offensive. It looked more offensive by doing that.
Well, you go get stabbed in the heart by a damn bull.
I wrote up, sorry, but that show looked awful. It was so rushed, forced, poorly acted, and the music was terrible. But literally, that's what I mean. The whole movie was like this. It's all so rushed. A bull steps on him, and he stands up, drops down, and next thing you know, there's a casket. It's like, huh? This movie needs a better script. I wrote. Uh, I see quite a few reviews of people saying how much they loved it growing up and how it makes them cry every time. Then I see a few ratings on my letterbox, and it's a 1.5 or 2. I feel like this is one you probably would appreciate more growing up with it. It's funny how things work out though, because people saying this made them cry a ton. I didn't get emotional once watching this. I don't know, but it did nothing for me on an emotional level. Don't get me wrong, I can obviously see why it would, but it didn't for me. And I'm sure I've seen plenty that makes me tear up and other people hate it. Part of the differences in people's opinions of film. But yeah, I'm disappointed with this one as I was pretty excited to check this one out. Honestly, I'm surprised this is lower than the first one I watched because I really thought I would like the majority on this list. And so far, I started out by not liking two out of the first three.
Well,
But
thank you for giving the other one away.
no, you know which one it was? Okay, well, anyways. But that's why I watched the movies because at first glance, I thought I'd like the majority of these. I'm going to assume this will be in the last place spot. And sure enough, it was. But we'll see. 7 more to go. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. Definitely below average for me. I feel like it was poorly made, so I'll give it 2 stars. But obviously, hey, the last week the worst one on my list was like a 1. So
Oh no, two's fine. I mean, like you said, growing up with it is different, and I feel like if you're from a city, it's not going to connect to you either. I literally like with most of these types of movies, I feel like if you grew up in the country or small towns, they're going to connect to you more because it's relatable. Like seeing them all at a wedding and then just showing up at somebody's house like that's normal behavior. And I'm not saying that you were picking that out, but I'm just saying like it's easier to relate when you've been in that kind of a situation than say somebody who grew up in like Los Angeles. Like, oh yeah, I love 8 seconds. Like, what the fuck? Okay. But hey, everybody's different.
no, I get it. I know this was big on your. I mean, all these movies, I'm pretty sure we're all 4 stars or higher on your letterbox. I think all 10 of them are.
Yes.
I think a couple fours, but I know there's a couple fives and quite a few 4.5. So I don't think there was a 3.5 on this list though that you gave me
Mm-mm.
on your list. So obviously you enjoy them. I'm gonna take spoilers off the screen if that's okay.
Yep.
I got 40 people in the comments in the chat here. Probably a lot of highs back and forth, but I'm going to do my best to catch up with them. Let's see here. Just highs. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Corey. And then we got Johnny saying, I called Johnny today. I was talking to him on the phone and I was like, he's like, the Braves play tonight, bro. I was like, oh, they play tonight. And he's like, yeah. I was like, so you're going to watch both? And he's like, no, bro, my allegiance lies to you, not the Braves. You know better than that. Bob comes first. Now, I'm curious if the Titans were on tonight. I mean, I wouldn't be streaming either, Johnny, but I'm curious if you would be watching that. We need 8 seconds on Blu-ray, Tony says.
I
I
agree.
think Tony had that rated on Letterboxd, probably. Johnny, hey there, Bobby and Ashley. Bobby Blue and Ashley. 8 seconds got a theatrical release, but this cool went to see something better.
I was 5 years old when this movie came out. Okay, not like I know for
Holy
sure.
shit. Jeez. I thought
94.
I-
What were you? 3?
Jeez, no. Oh, this no. I was saying how old is Johnny, and you said 94.
Oh, he's 85 too. Him
Yeah.
and Corey are the same age.
Like I know Johnny's got it. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yo, Adrian. Hello, everyone. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Ashley. What is
Hello.
up, Caprice? What is going on, Draculina Horror? Appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging out. What's up, Caprice? Hi, Caprice. Caprice. 8 Seconds is a great story, but not played out well in the film. I understand that. I would actually agree with Nikki on that as well. Vinicio, what's up, man? Johnny Caprice. I like made-for-TV type movies and biopics. So right up Tony's alley right there. In the 1994 movie 8 Seconds grossed $19 million at the domestic box office. The driving factor of this film in the main stars popularity of his 90210 role back in the 1990s. Talking about Luke Perry.
Yeah.
Someone gets Bob's sound for a soundbite that was too hilarious to not use again. Oh yeah, when he dropped dead, he seriously was like that. He was like,
yeah.
died, and I was like, what the hell? It was just poorly like constructed. I knew I sounded like a fruit doing that. Adam says I went to a rodeo with my aunt and cousins. They announced they were shooting for this movie, and we all thought Dylan was there riding the bull. I learned about stunt doubles that night. No rating means number 10 spot, Bob. Saw your letterbox as part of my morning routine. Okay, yeah, well, this one's number 10, yeah. 28 watching, 14 likes. Come on, let's alert the others. No, Tony, we don't need a Blu-ray release of this.
Oh, I could beg to differ with you on that one, too.
I went to college in 94, Corey says.
Corey. I did, Johnny. You're welcome.
Did Ashley just call me 90? If we can handle Killer Goats on Blu-ray, then we can handle 8 Seconds on Blu-ray.
See?
Actually, Killer Goats got a 4K, Tony.
Oh God, I didn't waste my time with that.
I gave you a lot of movies with some boobs last week. Well, a couple weeks ago. Well, Killer Goats has a lot of boobs in it. I knew this is going to be another Ashley Mayhem stream.
Hey, I'm pretty tame tonight.
Speaking of, there was a couple movies with boobs on your list too. Okay, so I guess you were just paying it forward.
Yeah, I was giving you some titties this time around. Wait, which ones? Oh, hold on.
I can't say what it would be. But
okay. Yeah, nope.
There's one.
I remember. There's two actually.
There's one with quite a bit and a lot of penis and butt in it too. Some penis and butt.
Penis.
There's a little penis in the one you gave me.
Oh, did it look like a skin tag? That's probably why I didn't see it.
That's just what we need. Luke Perry squealing in agony in 4K. All right. So,
anyways, what's number 9?
Let me jump into that.
Oh shit.
All right. So you already know what number 9 is, though, right? The Virgin Suicide. Dude, is this a surprise to you, though?
No, because you really have terrible taste sometimes. I just have a feeling that you're not a Sofia Coppola fan.
Trying to think of what else I've seen her work. I haven't seen Elvis. She directed,
she did Priscilla.
Priscilla. I haven't seen that. But I also don't like the guy in that. The one from Kissing Booth. He's not a good actor.
Well, he isn't the focus of that one. So
okay, and then he's also in whatever the other movie is. I don't know what it just came out.
So was this movie just like not sad enough? The fact that every fucking one of them dies. It's not sad enough for me.
Hold on, you can spoil the movie. I mean, I don't know if people have seen it. Okay, The Virgin Suicide. We're now discussing The Virgin Suicides here. This makes sense. This wasn't sad enough for Bob.
See, Holland gets it.
Adding that one in, you'd have it on repeat, Johnny. The Virgin Suicides is on my list. Jacob Elordi, well, yeah, he's terrible. I can't stand that guy. Skin Tag sounds like a great product on your channel. Okay, sorry. So Virgin Suicides. Let's see here. Okay. So for starters, I'm starting with this movie I think I like the least I wrote. Honestly, this is the one I'm kind of not excited about, but I also own this one already, so why not jump on it? Did she? Okay. I mean, does everybody already know the plot? Do I need to put spoilers on the screen for this? I guess I should because it's heavy spoilers. But it's like, I feel like most people have seen this.
Look at the name of
Yeah.
the title, and it's a book too. So come on.
Yes. Okay. Did she jump out of the window and land on the fence? I assume. I can't even imagine as a father finding your daughter and holding her in your arms. But I don't know if it's intentional. But the way it was filmed felt so awkward, though. It was just like, I don't know.
Awkward. How?
Yeah, I wasn't. It did. I didn't get the emotional impact that I should have in that scene.
What, when the sister
When
dies?
he's holding her in his arms, yeah.
Well, just go on. I'll say more.
Okay. Y'all dummies really couldn't find a better way to pull up the fence I put. Seriously, come on. Okay, I love the damn cast though. Holy cow! AJ Cook, James Wood, Jonathan Tucker, Kirsten Dunst, Scott Glenn, Danny DeVito, Josh Hartnett, and others. I do like that. Great cast. I like Giovanni Ribisi, but I can do without the narration. Not a fan. I waited this entire time for Josh Hartnett to appear on screen, and when he finally does, I just laughed at his haircut. It's almost as bad as The Faculty I wrote.
Well, I think that he had the Faculty haircut during this movie because this came out in 99 or 2000.
He didn't have good hair in the 90s in these movies.
No.
H2O.
But this was supposed to be in the 70s.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, his hair sucked. All the boys being obsessed with Lux have it all wrong. They're sleeping on my girl Mary. I wrote AJ Cook was awesome. I wish she made more movies because I remember her growing up with her movies from Final Destination 2.
Mm-hmm.
Saw that in theaters when I was like 12 years old. And
you don't think that Kirsten Dunst is pretty?
No, I do. I think she's pretty, but I'll take AJ Cook over Kirsten Dunst.
All right.
I would.
Fair enough.
Give me the unpopular votes. All right, I wrote, screw all of you watching this right now. She said, do you want some more pop? It's time to get over yourself. It's pop. It's not soda. In the movie, she says pop. She says pop. So that's it. The argument's over.
In the Midwest.
Go watch The Virgin Suicide.
You guys don't know how to talk. It's fine.
So I'm about an hour in, just over an hour in, and now I know a ton of people love this movie. A ton of 4 to 5 stars in my letterbox, some 2.5, some 3s, and I'm probably going to be closer to that as well. This just isn't a very engaging story for me. It's honestly pretty blah. The story ain't really shit. A teenage girl kills herself, and the rest of the daughters are left with a pretty crazy mother. I don't really get the point of this movie. Mother almost reminds me a bit of the mom in Carrie, but not quite that drastic. Damn, watching the mother make her daughter throw the physical vinyl in that fire, that hurts my soul. This mother, I'm ready to throw her in the fire, I wrote. Let's see here. The longer this movie went on, the less I liked it. I really like the soundtrack and the previously mentioned cast. I honestly just don't get the appeal for this one. What was the point of this? I get the subject matter, but it's just a no for me. It feels pointless. I don't give a shit about anyone in this movie by the hour 15-minute mark. I actually checked the runtime at 1 hour 20 minutes. I was happy to see it only had 17 minutes left. I don't even hate this movie. I really don't like it either. I was bored. I could care less about anyone, and I didn't see the point. Below average for me. I also thought the performances were really good, but no surprise there with this type of cast. And I don't understand the importance of the subject matter, but for me, I don't think it's done very well. It honestly comes off as more of just a dark comedy almost. Not a comedy, but it doesn't feel very dramatic for me. If it's supposed to be emotional, it wasn't for me at all. I guess maybe it's supposed to be shocking, but even then I wasn't really blown away. Not a whole lot about this movie worked for me. On the technical aspects, it's good, but everything else is so damn boring to me. It feels so pointless. I'm almost done. It's a good directorial debut, but for what it's worth, but it's just not my thing, clearly. Okay, so a few things. I texted my buddy after this movie was over, and he literally texted me back. He goes, I'm not surprised you didn't like it. Not your type of movie. I would have never recommended this to you. So, and then the last thing I wrote, and the second thing is most of the movies I don't like, people seem to enjoy. It happens. You don't like some of the movies I recommended to you. It happens. This is only the first movie. I could end up enjoying the next 9. We'll see. Some movies work and some others don't. This didn't work for me. It did for many others, though, obviously.
You're the only person on my letterbox that doesn't like this movie.
I gave it 2 stars.
That's everyone that I follow is like 5 to 4.5.
Yeah, I saw a lot of 4s to 5s. I have a couple 2.5s, no 2s on mine, but yeah, there's a whole lot of ratings on this. I honestly though, like, explain what the charm or appeal of this movie is, because I just didn't get it. Like, what makes it so appealing for you and obviously adored by you and so many others?
Why? It doesn't matter what I say. It's not going to change your mind.
But that's why we're here, right?
Well, no, I'm just saying. It's just like I don't know. I just really like it. And being a teenage girl and going through the shit that they do, it's relatable. I mean, granted, I never thought about committing suicide, but I mean, how fucking terrible is it that you think the only way to get out of your situation is to just all kill themselves? I mean, that is the saddest shit you could possibly like think of. Like, well, life's not going to get any better, so let me just kill myself in all these horrific ways. Like, and then having my thing though, I don't know if this happened in the book because I've never read the book, but the thing that always kind of bugged me was the ending when they invite the boys over, and then it's like, oh, let's have them experience you like finding all these girls and the different ways that they've committed suicide. Like, how, what that always bugged me, because I'm like, you're doing this, I understand, for attention in a way, because why else would you have them come over? But my thing is like, you're trying to get away from your parents, because the dad is just the most clueless guy on the planet, and I'm pretty sure that he was having like a mental breakdown halfway through the movie, after the youngest one died. I was like, shit, which one was she? Yeah, she was the youngest one. I mean, because remember when he was just like, what was he in the hallway at the school, and then he just like looks over at the plants and just starts talking to them. It's just like, bro, y'all right? And then, I mean, he just kept coming. I mean, granted, he's doing what he thinks is best for him to get through it. But, I mean, and the mom, man, she needed to lighten up, like, massively. Because I think that she didn't have to just let them just go free for all, but she didn't need to pull them out of school to deal with, I don't even know. It's just, I don't know. And I like Sofia Coppola. Like, I think that when I watch her movies, I'm just like, holy shit. Like, this girl knows how to use a camera, like, perfectly. I love it. And I don't know. I guess, what was it? What was I reading? I think that there was a different script for it, and the studios hated it so much. And then she had written that one, and she was like, how about this? And they gave it to her. And I mean, for a first movie, how many other people have a first movie that's like that? There's not many. A lot of people's first movies are things that are just dumpster fires that are like 8 seconds material. Like, just throw it in the trash.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. It doesn't sound like that's your number one, at least 8 seconds.
No.
Let me see here. I'm trying to find out if I've seen any of her other movies. Like I said, off the top of my head, I don't even know if I've seen any of her.
I don't think that you would have seen.
Oh, I like Lost in Translation. I
think that's like her worst.
I like Lost in Translation. Bling Ring was okay. I think I gave that 2.5 stars. I haven't seen Priscilla. I do not think I would be interested in Marie Antoinette at all.
That movie, no, you wouldn't. But like, it's so off the wall. It's not like a normal period piece. It's just like, what is this? Because it was like during that time in the early 2000s when they were like bringing like pop into old stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen any of those types of movies, but excuse me. It was really weird.
And then I haven't seen On the Rocks, but I do like Rashida Jones. And I like Bill Murray. So I say Jenny Slate is in that. You're world's biggest fan of her. Jenny Slate.
Jenny Slate?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
You're not a fan of Jenny Slate, I thought.
Oh, I don't know who she is. Who is she?
She's the friend in It Ends With Us.
Oh, she's fine. She's just not nice to look at. I mean, how do you go from Blake Lively to her? I'm sorry. I'm being mean.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
You can say whatever you want on my stream. I'm not. So, All right, I took that off the counter there. We've got Married with Media. What's up, Michelle? Says Bob and Ashley. What is up, Michelle?
Hello.
Let's see here. Let me catch up here. Bob and his son bastard movies, sad bastard movies. Sad bastard. I agree. 1999 was that Virgin Suicides?
Yeah.
I really didn't care for Virgin Suicides, despite the great cast. Perhaps just the subject matter definitely not a pick me up film. Well,
I feel like it's not a dude movie.
I would agree with you on that, but then again, I feel like there's quite a few dudes who probably like that movie.
But those guys are
dainty. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, they're more.
I just hope Johnny's like, I love this movie. Did you call me dainty?
No, I feel like they're the guys that like the cinephile type, like in the sense of like I'm gonna go hang out at a coffee shop and digest a movie and write about it. And I'm not shitting on these people. I'm just saying that's what they give me.
When you think of cinephile, do you think of
Criterion lovers and shit like that?
Hey, look, I'll call it Criterion snobs. Okay, there's some people that, not saying everybody, but there are some people that are very big into Criterion that feel like they are above their movies are above everybody else.
They do.
Yeah, some people feel that way. Like, hey, sorry, I look down on everything below this level. She was in Criminal Minds for like 14 years. Okay, yeah, so it makes sense because I don't watch a lot of TV. So. Dunst looks like she did a fucking brick. Freaking Johnny.
What?
Dude, he's always got quotes for people.
That just came out of nowhere.
I feel like, because you said she's good. Do you not think she's attractive? So Johnny was probably saying she looks like she bit a fucking brick. Because Johnny is
Who is he like?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's not attracted to women. Because every time I mention a female in the chat, Johnny's like, she looks like she came out of, I don't know, like, he's just got different comments for these women that are like.
He's not attracted to women, even though he's married to one.
Well, I feel like April's the only female.
Oh, she's the exception.
She's the exception.
Okay.
He's not attracted to any other women outside of April because
you're terrible.
He always talks shit. Like Naomi Watts, he was like, "Oh my god." Do you remember, Johnny, the comment you said about Naomi Watts and what she looks like? And then, I mean, the list goes on. Mary Steenburgen.
Well, I know he doesn't like Dakota Johnson, so
he said that Mary Steenburgen looks like the Crypt Keeper.
I mean,
back in the day, she's like 70 now.
So she's his age. Got it. All right. Sorry, Johnny. I'll stop picking on you.
Bob movie recommendations. Them That Follow 2019 drama thriller horror directed by Britt Poulton and Dan Madison Savage, Ellis Englert. I haven't seen it. God Hates Us All. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that. Virgin Suicides, and he says 3.5 out of 5. Rest in peace, Good Times star John Amos passed away today. Yeah, obviously, don't follow my letterbox. Laugh aloud. I don't even know if I follow anybody's who I follow. Love your spooky TV wallpaper, Ashley.
Oh, thank you.
Michelle says, I'm not dainty or artsy, and I think it's a 3.5. Look at that.
See, I'm telling. Look at it's all guys saying 3.5s, 2s.
You fucking looking down on me because I'm a Criterion snob. Kirsten Dunst is my celebrity crush. Yeah, Lauren loves Kirsten Dunst.
I don't mind her. I like her.
He don't like Dakota Johnson. LOL. Yep. Lauren, keep your pants on. I did
keep it PG, all right.
I do collect some Criterion, but don't always feel welcome being that I live in a cave. We've got Anthony in the chat saying, "What's up, y'all? What's up, Anthony?"
Hey, Anthony.
How are you doing tonight? Johnny has a particular type. Sure. Definitely. Let's see here. Didn't I say Sally Fields was around Johnny's age? Not knowing how old Johnny was. Yo, Adam. Rest in peace, Ken Page, voice of Oogie Boogie. We got Grant saying, "My man Laren, it's okay. Johnny can handle it. Johnny's one of those people.
Oh,
that
Johnny's a good guy.
he can give it, but he can definitely take it. He won't get offended. So, but he'll give it for sure too. Don't worry about that. All right. Okay. Next one up is number 8.
All right.
It's okay. All right. We'll just dive into it. Number 8 is Notes on a Scandal.
I knew it.
This was the one you said that I might not like. You figured
Mhm.
I might not like on your list. You were like questioning.
Because you said you didn't really like Kate Blanchett, and which I find to be blasphemous, but you do you.
Kate Blanchett, she's a great actress, obviously, right? She's been nominated or won 2 Oscars, or I think she's won 2 Oscars, but she's just not somebody I would like go out of my way to watch one of their movies. Like I would go out of my way to watch a Naomi Watts movie, even if it's something I don't want to see. I wouldn't do that for Kate Blanchett. Um, okay, and I wrote not a Judi Dench fan, but she's a great actress. Look, you want to talk about somebody that looks like the Crypt Keeper or something? Okay, Judi Dench is she's difficult to look at. Okay, in this movie, she is butt ugly.
You're terrible.
If we're putting it kindly, I don't know if they did her up in this movie to make her look worse.
Oh,
but
they did. They really try to make her look like just that
evil.
granny teacher type,
She is nasty in this.
which you're now discussing up.
I absolutely respect her craft, though. I wrote, she's great, just not my type at any age. We'll put it that way.
Well, why are we judging the way these women look?
that's what
Come
we do,
on.
actually. Kate Blanchett is another one that I can take or leave, but she's a talented actress. She looks so different now, or maybe it was just the red hair in Borderlands, but I feel like she's had work done. But I don't know. In Borderlands, she does not look the same. Maybe it is just
She had a
the
lot
red
of makeup on too.
Yeah, probably. The story is pretty good and it's gripping enough for me, but damn, I was just pretty bored with this movie. Judi Dench is really, really, really good in this, but damn, I didn't care for her character. Everyone in this movie kind of annoyed me. Well, the 3 main characters, at least. I don't think she quite realized that she was. Okay, I'm gonna get spoilers because people might not have seen this, and I don't want to spoil it. So
Okay.
okay, so we were discussing. Let's see here,
Her
Notes on a
suicides.
Scandal,
There you
but and I'm going to take that off the screen. And we're going to go talk about some spoilers. So if you haven't seen No Stone Scandal, I'm going into spoilers. I don't think she quite realized that she was so obsessed and fixated on her. That didn't come off as a friendship to me personally. She was pretty obsessed.
a little bit.
She was super lonely and creepy, and Kate's character was also probably lonely despite having a family, and she was literally raping that kid. I mean, it's statutory rape. I didn't care for anyone in this movie. Let me be clear. I've already said this once, but I'll say it again. The acting is remarkable, especially Judi Dench. It's super understandable why she was nominated for an Oscar for Best Actress. Look, just because I don't like a movie doesn't mean I won't try to find the good in it. I can usually find things to appreciate about a movie, and just because it didn't work for me doesn't mean it won't for other people. I always say this, but most movies that I seem to dislike, most people seem to enjoy. It's just a matter of different strokes for different folks. Everyone has different tastes in certain things. Not everything will work for everybody. I should write how much notes I write. I mean, it's a good thing I write notes, but I guess it just drags out. So if you ever want to interrupt, please do, because I do write a lot of notes. So if you got something to say on something I say, go ahead and jump in.
Okay, so
me talking.
I'll when you were talking about that's what I wrote. I said I was just like, I mean, I've rewatched this movie several times because I like it, but really, I mean, I really watched it this time. Like I wasn't distracted, and realizing how incredibly lonely both of these women were is just, I mean, she was obsessive, don't get me wrong. And then Kate Blanchett's character was so lonely because I feel like because she married somebody who was a lot older than her, that she, to me, it was coming across as like she missed out on her youth. So that's why she kind of went for the kid. God, I hate saying it. It's so gross. But it's just like I get the wanting the connection because you're so lonely, but like you didn't need to go that far. But to me, I feel like both of them were lonely for so long that they developed it differently. You know, like obviously Judi Dench's character went full like in love with her. And then Kate Blanchett was just like, oh, well, I want to feel young again because my husband is old. So,
That
and then,
kid too seemed like a kid. He did not look
dude,
older. He looked like a kid. He acted like a
I'm
child.
pretty sure he was only like 17 when they filmed that movie
Okay,
because
he
I
looked.
looked it up.
They made him look young, like.
Yeah,
But
he was pushing it.
also on the flip side, I always say this, but statutory rape, when it comes to teachers and everything, it's like these kids in high school, let me tell you, they know what they're getting themselves into as well. Like he
Yeah.
knew what he was
Oh,
doing.
yeah.
He wanted it. Let's be clear about that as well.
Oh, for sure. That was my thing too, is like watching him. I mean, he was just pursuing her like
Big time.
endlessly. It's like, bro, give it up. Like, I feel like if he wouldn't have pushed so much, she wouldn't have completely gone because she did, like tell him to back off quite a bit. But then, he just kept pursuing her and she became stupid in her mind and was like, I want to feel young.
I think when you're pursued and seduced like she kind of was, and you're told how beautiful you are and how
Boost your ego.
like that gets to you, and like
Oh,
eventually
yeah.
you just succumb, I suppose. Like she did. Obviously she could have avoided certain situations like meeting up with him on her bike or whatever she did, or drove there. And yeah, it's like, those
Yeah.
are things you probably could avoid or should avoid, especially
Exactly.
if you're attracted to him. I mean, Judi Dench was in the wrong for not telling anyone, right? regardless of the situation, that's just wrong. I totally understand the situation with the kid's mother coming to their home. I mean, you absolutely know what you're getting yourself into, regardless of the enticement or entitlement or seduction. She felt that's just wrong. You have to avoid that. Yeah, she really fucked up her family. Her daughter tells her that her boyfriend is younger than hers. Remember, her daughter tells her, "Your boyfriend's younger than me, Mom." I
This
was
is
like,
gross.
he's not my boyfriend. I wrote that's quite messed up. I can't tell if Judi Dench was just lonely and wanted a friend, or if she was actually quite obsessed with her and wanted
Oh, no,
something,
she was in love with her.
or wanted to control her. Maybe a bit of both.
No, she was in love with her.
That's what I took from it too. Or did I mention the score yet? The score was really good, totally fit with this movie. I'm not entirely sure on everyone's obsession with Kate Blanchett, but she's an excellent actress. Her and Judy crushed it. I know it's not really the point of the story, but they never even show the kid again after about midway through the movie. I guess we're just supposed to leave that to our imagination. I guess that's not really the important detail of the plot.
Yeah.
It's a really well-made movie and has great performances and a great score, and it has a good script. So there's obviously a lot of good here, but I was also really bored with it. I could really care less about the characters, so ultimately I had a lack of interest overall. But I stuck with it. Not bad, just not my thing. I really want to give this 2.5, but at no point was I really interested or engaged in this movie, so I found myself just excited to go to bed. Another slightly below average for me. And look, I get you're going to disagree. It happens every week, usually with a title or two or several. I find things to appreciate or try to. And with this, I did. I did appreciate it, right? But I'm always going to be honest with you, like you are with me. And I'm going to respect your opinion. Obviously, you either love or really like all 10 movies on the list. And that's what's most important. So, is your thoughts on them. And yeah, but that's why I'm here, is to hear. I want to, even though you're like, it's not going to change your opinion. That's why I want to hear your opinion, though, like what you thought of it.
Well, I think, I mean, I've never been in either one of those situations, thank God, but like, I don't ever want to find myself in those either. But like, I think the thing that draws me to it, well, because I do like Kate Blanchett, and I think that Judi Dench is a great actress. She's not somebody I would seek out for. Do you know what I mean? But if she's in it, I'll watch it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, great actress.
But it's the acting. It's the way it was filmed. I really liked it. It was just super clean. You know what I mean? It didn't like, the camera wasn't like fucking everywhere, just pissing me off with some movies that try to do things like that. And like, I felt like they like touched. They didn't like go too far with the whole affair thing. Like there was a few points where I'm like, oh, back up a little bit, and they usually do. You know what I mean? So.
Not too detailed.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I know, stop.
They get a little close. They kiss
yes.
and stuff.
Oh yeah, they make out. But
There's one person on Letterboxd that wrote like, "What a lucky guy." Kate Blanchett, like I was like, yeah, I mean, she's attractive. Don't get me wrong. She's just not somebody I like go out of my way for.
yeah. Well, see, the reason why I gave it to you is because the acting is really good in it, and the story is engaging enough, obviously, because you finished it, but but like it was mainly because of the acting. Because I was like, oh man, this got really good acting, so you're just gonna have to watch it, even though you gave it a 2. It's fine, you still watched it.
I would never shut something off. It's like that. I know you'll do that. I don't know if it's my OCD or what it is. There's been movies that have wanted to shut off. Don't get me wrong, but I'll finish it. If I start something, I want to finish it.
I can't.
If
I hate something, I'm gonna fuck it.
Look, at the end, trust me, I wouldn't disagree with that. Why waste your time? Like, if you know you're not gonna like it's not working for you, shut that shit off and watch something else. Notes on a Scandal, 4 out of 5 for Sydney. I have seen this movie. Not a fan. I really am not a fan of Judi Dench. Jared has a particular set of criterion skills. Sounds like a Johnny statement. Now discussing tab. I know.
Hi, Allie.
Once I get away from that, what's up, Allie? Hey, guess what, Allie? I did promote this earlier. Don't worry. I'll promote it while I got your comments on the screen. Look at that, Allie. It's covered your face.
You're covering your face.
Here, I could take that down.
Take it off.
Yeah, let me. Hi, Nikki. There you go. No. Oh, spoilers. Anyways, Allie, I'm sorry I can't hide from escaping that. Here we go. There we go. Now we got Allie's face.
There.
But yes, it's gonna be a good time. Friday night. Yes, she's like, I'm canceling.
I'm not coming. You guys are embarrassing.
I'm trying to go all out for Friday night. Like, I got a lot of tricks up my sleeves, so we'll see how it goes. But you gotta have fun with these things. So, John, he has a particular type. I think I already came across these comments. I lost my spot here. Okay, yeah, just a lot of highs back and forth. Ellie, Bo Belly. First time I've heard that one. What is up? We've got everyone just kind of saying hi back and forth. Notes on the Scandals on IMAX, just FYI, or Max. Max, sorry. See you all later. What's up, Tony? Tony's leaving. All right, time to shut the stream off. Well, she was married to a crypt keeper in Bill Nye.
He was.
I'm not a Bill Nye fan either. Is it Nye or he?
I don't know. I like him. I think he's a good actor.
He's a good actor. I play the song by the Police. Don't stand close to me. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing it, but yeah. Great song, Sydney. Bob is just upset because Judi Dench turned down his offer of a glass of hot buttered strawberry hard candy.
Oh God!
It was actually Winters or what? Withers.
Yeah, Werther's.
Werther's.
Yeah, the Werther's original.
Acres of Movies. Hello, I am Jane. This is my first time here. My brother and I have started a channel. I like these videos. Well, thank you for being here. Hopefully, it's not your first time in the community because you're probably not going to get the best experience. For your first time on my channel. But
Shut up.
I'm just being honest. So, but you make it fun, Jane. So I appreciate you being here. But we keep it very real and rated R on my channel. So thank you for being here, though. As you popped in at the scene where we're talking about a teacher and a student. So Caveman says Judi Dench, information just FYI, her first nude picture. Oh my gosh. See, there we are, Jane. There we are.
We're talking about nude things.
Nicholas says, yuck. Let's see here. Watched that in literature class. Caveman. It's pretty good. I've never seen it. If I'm watching a bad film, then I will cut that shit off.
See, Anthony knows. I can't do it.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
I can't waste my time.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Are you caught up now?
Well, no, I'm not. I'm just not sure. You never know if there's trolls in here or not. Bob isn't interested in Kate, but put her in Mrs. Doubtfire makeup and have her use as a walker. Welcome, Acres. I love the promo for our stream. Makes me smile every time.
Good.
Good. Bob is going to be pulling out all his Dakota Johnson posters, mouse pads, carpet, dinner plates.
His pillow. He's gonna bring his pillow and his blanket too.
Actually, smile and laugh are the best. Ellie says we got Mrs. Caveman in the chat.
Hello.
Let's see here. Hey, Mrs. Caveman. We just got a troll in the chat. That Acres, I'm pretty sure, is a troll. Just talking about if FOMO causes you to belittle store employees, pick a new hobby. Been in the hobby many years, never belittled anyone.
Okay.
All right. Must be talking about Tony.
He's not even here to defend himself. Quiet.
I know. Oh my gosh. I'm just joking. The reason I Tony because he's the nicest guy.
I know.
So I had to use somebody that actually is a nice person. Okay, all right. Or maybe they're talking about Johnny. They saw our live stream from Tennessee, Johnny. Okay, when the person called Johnny privileged.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
All right.
What are we on?
Number
Seven?
Seven, yeah.
Okay, what's number 7?
You're not gonna like where I have this. I think it's gonna surprise you, but we've got Jeremiah Johnson, number 7. All right, let's see here. Give me. Okay, cool. I'm making sure I spell everything right because you never know with Holland. It wasn't meant for Tony. It's meant for Johnny, I guess. All right. Let's see here. Where's my Jeremiah Johnson? I think I watched that one recently, so that would be down here. Okay, so I wrote Holy Balls. Those were okay. So you talked about camera work that bothers you. Jeremiah Johnson bothered me. All the seriously really quick camera cuts, like in the fight sequences in particular. They're really fast cuts, and it just takes me out of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, can we just sit on one scene for at least a second? So I wrote Holy Balls. Those were some seriously quick cuts. Why is there an intermission in a movie that is less than 2 hours long? Must be because of how boring this movie was.
You like Open Range, and you're calling this movie boring? Jesus.
Listen, okay, Jeremiah Johnson did not pick up. Like, it's slow, and it's just him. I'll get into it. Hold on. I always say there's a difference between slow and boring is very subjective, of course. This movie was slow and boring to me, though. I was so bored with this movie. Let me be clear. It has a great story. He's just kind of a loner, and then he winds up with a teenage kid and a wife that he doesn't want, and then he kind of enjoys his time with them. I enjoyed the moments with the wife and kid. I did enjoy that stuff, which is not enough of the movie. I'm going to put spoilers up on the screen because I'm going to dive into spoilers here. I was also hoping for a lot more action. I like a lot of Westerns, and mostly all of them are slow. I can handle slow, but I don't like being bored, and this movie bored me. Another one I really wanted to like, but I couldn't stand how bored I was. I can't get past that. It's definitely not something I'd rewatch, and every fighting or action sequence is ruined by the abrupt, quick camera cuts. I hated that. Yeah, Robert Redford is good, but when isn't he? His acting alone can't carry this movie for me. So this is that damn movie where the most famous GIF was born. Where it's like looks. You know what I'm talking about? That GIF. That's when he looks.
He nods.
Yes, exactly. That's finally, I'd finally seen the movie. That's like half of the Letterboxd ratings or reviews are about that GIF, whatever. And sure, the movie is shot beautifully and it looks great. It's a nice score too. But if I were the least bit tired when watching this movie, I would have probably fallen asleep. And I never fall asleep during movies. Sure, it's well made, but this definitely wasn't it for me. I won't be picking this one up below average for me. It's another 2-star. But I can find things to appreciate in it. But it's really like, it doesn't seem to go anywhere for me. There's some action, but I don't know. I like the bits with the kid and the wife that he has to, or she's forced to marry, but I don't know. I just really couldn't get into this one.
I'm just convinced that you were in a mood with all these movies. These movies are not boring. Shit. I don't know. I feel the complete opposite of this movie.
Oh, I know. You gave this 4.5 stars. Your Letting Rocks review says Robert Redford is sexy as hell in this, or he's a total hunk or something. You wrote.
He is quite the babe in this movie.
Yeah, that's what you wrote. Yeah.
I can't help it. All right. But no,
Everybody in the chat that is single, take notes. Ashley likes people like Robert Redford and Jeremiah Johnson.
I like men that are men. Sorry.
Eh,
But anyways, no, I really like this movie. Like, I love the guy that he meets in the mountains and actually teaches him how to survive out there. And I love when he traps the grizzly bear in the cabin and in there with him and is like, all right, skin him. I love that scene. And this is where I actually got the name for my dog. So thanks for shitting on the movie.
Pilgrim.
Because he calls him Pilgrim constantly when he's talking to him. And then I like that, you know, he really. So the kid is mute because of watching his whole family get slaughtered by Indians. And then when he marries, I guess, because, you know, he didn't want to offend the chief, I'm assuming. I'm probably wrong, but whatever. But when he gave her his daughter, you know, and no one can talk to him. I felt so bad, but then, you know, after a while, it didn't matter if they couldn't talk to each other. They just knew. And I feel like that's a deeper connection than speaking most of the time. And then
I got a question. Were there captions? Because I watched it online, of course, and there was no subtitles in the scene where they were speaking.
Oh, when they were speaking in like the
Native
Indian
language, yeah. Yeah. There was on my end. I didn't see any subtitles for me on that scene.
Sometimes, like when they were in the camp itself, when they were talking, they were you know, like conversing of like, oh shit, what can we give him because he gave us all this stuff. There was that, and then sometimes when she would say something, but most of the time it was just like whatever she was saying in her language. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This movie is. I've literally been watching this since I was a small child, so
okay,
I've always loved this movie.
But once again, I mean, the lowest I gave is 2. I mean, people have had much worse experiences with me.
Well, I'm pretty sure that all of my movies are 2. So
no. Don't worry, they'll get.
I was about to say, if there is one of these movies is not at least a 4, Throat Punch. Throat punch, sir.
I know you already said that. You told me if the posters aren't up, you're not some second-rate whatever citizen. You said you're gonna throat punch me if I didn't have the posters. So I made sure I did that right away.
As one should. You need to be prepared for these things.
You missed Bob and Ashley fucking shaming me, Fish. Fish, good evening, Ashley and Bob. Hello, chat. I just got home from
work. Fish.
What's up, Fish? We got a lot of fish emojis going on here. Cool Johnny. Grant says, I am a privileged, hot, sexy, skinny, autistic man media milk that still put in the collection.
Good for you, Grant. Oh, God.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just can't read people. Mr. Oates, Bob didn't like shit, Mizzy says, with the laughing emoji. Holland's Oates says, what's up, Miz? As usual, Mizzy. Hey, Miz and Fish and Fishy and Mizzy. I don't know. I'm getting my words mixed up here. Let's see here. Nicholas says, pull out the Tony quote and ask Bob if he actually watched the movie.
I mean, I am kind of questioning. You know what's cool though is that movie was completely filmed where I live. I think it looks way better than Horizon.
Shout out to Pilgrim, the cutest doggo. And speaking of Ellie, you sent her long legs, correct?
Yes, I did.
From Walmart. Nice. Yeah, you were like with the crispy slipcover.
I had to because she said that Walmart was being a douchebag.
Right? Yeah, I think she was telling me because she posted on her story about that. Yeah. Is anybody else having no pussy men for Ashley?
No.
Good, Mizzy. I hope you are as well. Can Ahmad take care of Acres and Movies comments? Holland Oates, can you get on that? Yeah. Whoa, we got Deadly Spooky in the chat saying, what's up, Bobby Blue and Ashley of the Undead? Throat punch.
See, Mizzy knows what's up.
Yeah.
I may have to hire him to throat punch you, though. because he actually sees you.
Okay, I'll put user in timeout right there. Don't
Okay.
get too many trolls anymore, but every once in a while. What did Walmart do to her? They pissed her off, is what they done did to her.
Well, didn't Walmart and Amazon orders just like completely like back ordered?
Yeah,
And
because Amazon, somebody told me theirs was like October 27th arrival date or something. And I was like,
dude,
sometimes they move it up, but yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous.
I went into my Walmart, the 4Ks, the Blu-rays, and the DVDs were fully stocked in all three of my Walmarts. I was like, that's why I was like, Allie, you want me to get you one? Because I can pick you out the nicest one and get it for you.
I've been seeing a lot of pretty, not so pretty slipcovers too that people are getting in corners, creases, and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't look too good. Okay, all right. So basically, I said they're not all 2 stars. So let me get into the next one, which is
are we moving up? Do we get a 2.5?
We got a 2.5.
Oh
right?
shit! 2.5. Oh my fuck, Bob.
Okay, I got a specific reason of why this movie was 2.5. I'll get into. I do like Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks a lot.
Holy shit!
Okay,
you're fired.
I am fired. Okay, let me see here. I'll explain why. Okay, let me just start off by saying the very first thing, and I'm sure it's in my notes somewhere. But the reason that this movie doesn't work for me a ton is because the amount of screen time they share is so minimal. Now I get that's the plot of the movie, but dude, like,
hold on. Is it because the minimal time that Rosie O'Donnell got?
Get the fuck. That fish is all past. Don't even start. Right there, so he could talk about Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh shit!
Rosie
O'Donnell. Look at Johnny. Look at his comment right now. You're welcome.
Okay, where's Johnny? Sleepless in Seattle, 2 out of 5.
We're not talking about him or her. Sorry,
like
I don't want to.
5 stars for Sleepless. You have no soul, Bob. Bob, Amazon canceled my order for the way back, and now it's out of stock. Oh, jeez, the way back. Okay.
The way back with what?
Ben Affleck.
Oh, that's at my thrift store.
Yeah, she really liked that one. I recommended it to her, and she gave it 5 stars, and so did I. So, about to head out to go watch the OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the theater. See you guys later. Nice.
Peace out, man.
1974. Maybe he likes You've Got Mail, Johnny. So, the funny thing about You've Got Mail is I remember watching it like in a hotel room as a kid with like the family because, you know, I don't get to pick movies. And so when you're on vacation, you share a hotel room and I got to sleep on whatever's available. The sisters get the bed, and then my dad and mom obviously get one bed. I remember they put on You've Got Mail. I don't think I finished it, and I was too young to remember it. Bob wanted this movie to be each other in the first 20 minutes, and then Meg Ryan dies at the end. I have to say,
wow, I wonder what movie that is. I don't think you've seen that one, have you?
Wait, no,
the one that he's describing.
It might be When Harry Met Sally, or don't even tell me, but it could be City of Angels. Okay, yeah. I haven't seen City of Angels either. That's Nicolas Cage though. So
I don't know if you'd like that one either. So
okay.
But anyways, let's talk about Sleepless in Seattle, damn it.
So Sleepless in Seattle, where is it? Okay, I'm still working on it. Okay. I love how the son called the radio station about finding his dad a new wife. That's hilarious, ridiculous, and awesome. I love the tip he tells his kid about going to drinks instead of dinner. That's a great idea, but I don't drink anyways, but I do love that idea. He tells his kid that's fantastic. Yeah. Damn, that's okay. This was heartbreaking. This was probably my favorite scene in the movie because it hits. Like, you feel this when the son is crying and he says, "I'm starting to forget her." Like, yeah, that's real stuff right there. That was sad. I know I don't have the greatest laugh in the world, and I'm sure my laugh annoyed some people, but look, that lady with that laugh has to go, Ashley. I could never. She has to go.
She gotta go.
We gotta cut her off. Like, she's gone.
Get her out of here.
She gotta go. I wrote that. She gotta go.
Shit.
Bill Pullman says Duluth. I was like, that's not in North Dakota. It was in Minnesota. Let's see here. I've been to Duluth. Nice place. So I like how I recommended a movie where a man romantically stalks a woman, and here you gave me a movie where a woman romantically stalks a man. And it's all done in a romantic way, if you will. But she's
God.
kind of a stalker a little bit. Like
Well, here's my thing though. This whole stalker shit, like, I mean, come on. Why is this all of a sudden like a thing? Because I bet you when this movie came out in the early 90s,
Mhm.
she was not considered a stalker. She was just interested in being like, oh, where does this guy live? I mean, that's what you did when you were interested. I mean, I don't know how you were in high school, but like, man, if I
Travel
liked a dude, I would like fucking
across the country.
stalk the guy all the time. I'd be
Get
like,
on it.
oh, there he is.
I honestly, I agree. Look, I am not offended by that. Hence, I like Untamed Heart, right? And he's literally like walks into her room.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't. Yes, a lot of things in the movie, in this movie, so many other movies, right, are not PC and politically correct. I don't give a shit. Okay, I don't give a shit about people saying stuff in movies, words that shouldn't be used today. It doesn't bother me. Okay, I'm not easily offended. It's just words. Like, get over it, move on. It was fine back then. Now it's not. Now it's a problem because it's 2024.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just don't care enough. Like, I try not to use them because people will get pissed off and try and cancel me and whatever. I've been canceled. It's fine. But like, I just don't care enough. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you get in trouble for. I know. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. One of the things though is saying that's gay about something. That's like, I can't. I get.
That's one of my favorite things to say.
But I know it's
I
one of
don't
your
care.
favorite things to say. Joe likes saying it, right? Like, and I'm sure Fish is in the chat. I don't think Fish gets pissed at people that say that. But back in high school, we would just look at
That's
whatever.
what you said.
You showed up in a car and like, that car is gay, right? Like,
Always.
you know, like, I don't know, you would say it about everything, but nowadays I think just people are too afraid to say things, and I get it. There's a level of being respectful, but I don't feel like I know Fish. I don't feel like I'm offending him by saying that. So I don't know. I mean, I have a friend. He was like, for the people that get so offended at what I say, he's like, it's your fault. You're offended by shit I say. I don't care.
Exactly. Their
Just like,
words.
I don't care. It's your problem if you're offended. Let's see here. So I had to stop listening when they started spoiling The Dirty Dozen. I haven't seen that movie. So when they said something about Rob Brown throwing a grenade, I was like, okay, I gotta stop. Hey, let's slow the roll here because I've never seen that. And my dad told me The Dirty Dozen's a great movie.
You have never seen The Dirty Dozen?
Nope.
Anyways.
I think I'd like it. My dad says I would. The comment Tom Hanks makes about Fatal Attraction was cracking me up when he said it scared the shit out of every man in America. That's great.
Well, it scared the shit out of me.
That's great. That's so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my biggest gripe with this movie was that I was looking forward to this one a ton. I thought I was getting a romantic movie, and instead the two main leads are hardly in this movie together at all. I just don't like when a movie I'm watching that is supposed to be a romantic movie or a rom-com doesn't have the leads together. I remember when the Ashton Kutcher and I think Reese Witherspoon movie came out. It was like Your Place or Mine. They were on screen together for like a total of 10 minutes the entire movie.
But that's the whole, oh my God, that's the whole thing about the movie.
It is the plot.
It's because they're connecting on that like a deeper level, and
they don't even connect.
It's romantic, okay?
They don't even connect at all. Like,
shut up. At the end of the movie, when he takes the backpack from her and they're looking at each other, and then when he saw her in the freaking airport, I'm like, bro, he knows.
He knows. Like, you're saying love at first sight?
Yes.
Yeah, because he saw her immediately and he was just attracted to her. And then when she's standing in the middle of traffic.
And see, she was falling for him just by the conversations that she had heard over the radio, and he saw her and was just like, holy shit. So it was like immediate connection.
So you believe in love at first sight?
Why not?
Why not?
I have never experienced it. I mean, maybe I have, I don't know, but we're too late into this now. So
I'm sure this type of movie relies a ton on nostalgia. It has some really funny moments that I enjoyed quite a bit. I was actually surprised by how few times I did laugh. It had some fun moments, but overall I was pretty bored. Like I said, it has its moments. I like when he originally talks to the radio station. I enjoy several of the moments with his son. The relationship between Meg Ryan and Bill Pullman, though, that was I could care less about that. That was what took me out of the movie. Every time Bill
was such a cheeser, dude.
Their chemistry, that bit sucked. Give me more of Tom.
But it made sense.
Yeah, I get it. 'Cause she was bored with their relationship. I probably wrote that. Maybe she was bored like I was, and I guess that's partly the point. I guess that's why she was looking for Tom Hanks because she was probably too bored with their relationship.
Well, she was settling for him because
For
she's
sure.
a woman of a certain age. Because we all just dry up and are useless at our age, in the 30s. It's just fucking throw us away. Um, but she was just like, okay, this guy's nice. He might be kind of a douche, but he's not like a bad guy douche. He's just kind of like the nice guy. Like, I'm allergic to everything. It's, oh God, I can't. I feel bad for him though,
Bill Pullman,
because
yeah, but I like
yeah,
what he says at the end. He's like, "I don't want you to settle for me." I think
exactly.
he says. So I
This
appreciate that.
movie's 2.5. Get the fuck out
Meg
of here.
Ryan was so pretty back in the 90s, just genuine beauty. Didn't have to try hard, just very gorgeous, and she had captivating eyes. Johnny, what do you got to say about her?
She's so ugly.
I think I've seen parts of You Got Mail when I was a kid, like on vacation. Overall, this was just okay for me. I wanted it to like it more, but I didn't. I can't. I can see the charm, but it didn't really work for me. No nostalgia here for me, and I just wanted more. I was hoping more Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan together. Some great bits here, but just not enough for me. But 2.5. Hey, it's going up, right? That's why we start, with the bad ones that I didn't like. Obviously, there's no bad movie, I guess, subjective. But anyways, um, maybe like You Got Mail, Johnny.
Have you
City.
seen that?
No, You Got Mail. No, I watched like parts of it in a hotel room when I was younger. I
Oh,
think.
okay. What was the other one that they did?
City. They didn't. I didn't think that they did another one. There's When Harry Met Sally, which is whatever that.
Billy Crystal.
And then there's City of Angels. I know she did.
Oh, I
And then
thought she
I
did
have
too.
seen The Women. I saw that in theaters with the family. See, Mizzy will sometimes give me shit and other people do. Like, why did you see that movie in theaters? And I'm like, look,
There.
when you're 8 or 9 years old, or even 10 or 11 or 12, you don't get a say in what you get to see. And I think that's a big reason why I like romantic movies when I got older, because I was watching them since I was 8 or 9 years old because I went to the theater to see them. So it just kind of became like a part of me, I guess. Did Johnny say what she looks like? Is that why he's laughing?
No,
Okay.
but just continue to read the comments. They are ridiculous, all of them.
Busy loved that song 100%. I love Goo Goo Dolls. Probably my favorite band. I say that's gay at least every week.
Same.
I say that's gay every 30 minutes.
The stream
This
is gay.
is gay. Joe, that's it. Bob, you're killing me. Sleepless is a gem. So Sleepless in Seattle is
See,
a movie.
I knew Joe would like it.
It's what Finn said. She's a crazy stalker. She's stalking for acting. Joe,
That's what I was laughing at.
Joe versus the
There's the other movie they did.
Meg Ryan in the 80s, she was a looker. Meg Ryan in the 2020s, she looks like a wax figure that's been left out in the sun for an hour.
I
Yo,
don't think she looks that bad.
I heard that one she did recently with David Duchovny, I believe, or
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah.
I've heard she looks awful. Like I heard
She's got too much plastic surgery.
I heard she did something to her face.
It's like, honey, just age, okay? It's fine. We all do.
Yeah, no, for sure. I guess that's like when I was reading, because I was really curious if Kate Blanchett had worked on it. I mean, like she said that she does not support plastic surgery and she's never done it. So who knows? But I feel like a lot of actresses say that.
They just do other things.
The actress from Boys vows she's never had plastic surgery. Erin Moriarty, and
the one that plays
I don't know because I don't watch the show, but she's definitely had work.
Oh, she's full of shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, she's probably had like a lot of filler or something.
Yeah, and she's young. She's like 30. She's 30 right now, so I don't know why you need to be doing stuff at that age.
She's 30. Throw her away. She's dried up. She's useless.
I guess that's what.
Oh, you've never heard that? Like, women are just useless after the age of 30.
I don't agree.
I don't either, obviously.
Yeah, stupid. Let's see here. Okay.
Looks rough. She was really pretty though. Like,
I feel like screen sharing right now what she looks like because I saw it and I was like,
don't.
Hold on, what is going on here? I saw that and I was like, this don't add up. but I do need to see that new movie she did. Okay. I used to love Meg Ryan back before she did Proof of Life with Russell Crowe and cheated on her then husband Dennis Quaid, and they met in Inner Space. Okay. And Dennis Quaid has a daughter with Margaret Qualley is his daughter, right?
I don't know. I know
think
that
Dennis Quaid's daughter is Margaret Qualley, and I think Meg Ryan might. I don't know who the mother is though.
Jack Quaid is their kid.
Oh, okay, no, Margaret Qualley. Somebody I don't know. There's a famous actor. I feel like that is. Maybe
I don't know.
I'm off.
I don't give a shit about celebrities, so
yeah,
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, what is the next damn movie?
Mom watches the E! Channel. I'm like, what are you doing? All right.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Number 5. She does not watch that, thank God. Okay, so it's number 5 for so that was 6. This will be number 5. Number 5. We got Fierce People. All right, so
I'm not surprised.
Diane Lane. What do you think? I didn't like this one either. I didn't say I didn't like it.
No. I'm not surprised of the placement.
Middle of the act, so to speak. Okay.
I am surprised of another movie though. I didn't know it was going to be that high, but okay.
Oh, okay. I'm really curious if which one it is.
We'll get to it.
Okay, cool. We'll see. All right, Fierce People. I gave it 3 stars. I'm tired of being. I wrote one quote down. I'm tired of being your excuse for screwing up your life. Oh man, that's
that one cut.
Yeah, that was that's why I always write these quotes down ones that jump off the page. Like when you're just like you hear it and you're just like, hold on, what?
Yeah.
Like, I need to write that. I really like the cast. I'll get these discussing banner up. Fierce People. Here we go. All right. I really like the cast. I've always been a fan of Diane Lane. Elizabeth Perkins is enjoyable to watch. Donald Sutherland is always next level. And I miss Anton Yelchin very much. I think he had an Oscar in his future if he did not pass away.
He's a good actor.
He sure was. I could see that look on Bryce's face. You knew he had, I guess I could have spoilers.
Yeah, I was about to say, put spoilers up.
Yeah.
Maybe we should I don't know, kind of discuss what this movie is actually about.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you do it. So I'm going to let Ashley, before we talk spoilers, I'm going to let her go ahead and tell you about what Fierce People is about so you guys know.
Yeah, because I highly doubt anyone has even seen this movie or heard of it.
A couple of them. There's one that we'll get into eventually. I mean, you gave me some deeper cuts, like 8 seconds. I mean, I'm surprised anybody's seen that one.
Well, okay. So this movie, Diane Lane and Anton Yelchin are mother and son. And he gets arrested for buying her cocaine. And then she realizes that she's screwing up. So she calls Donald Sutherland, who is this super rich guy. What is he like is it New Jersey? Is that where they live?
Oh, you're asking the wrong.
I think because they lived in New York City, and I think that they went to New Jersey for the summer or whatever. And Donald Sutherland is super rich and has all the stuff. And then him and Diane Lane met when he was sick. I don't know. I don't want to say it just yet. And then so he just kind of he just has this really he loves this woman, but he knows he can't be more than that type deal with her. So he wants to take care of her, and they just spend the summer there, and he gets out of jail, I think, right? I think that's what he was going to get. He gets out of jail, and then they come there, and they spend the summer with him, and she's a massage therapist person, and Kristen Stewart and Chris Evans are his grandchildren, and they are different people. So it's basically just their summer spent there.
Very much, especially Chris Evans. I'm going to put spoilers on the screen now. See, that's the thing is I never die. If I dove into exactly what each plot was about, I feel like we'd be here longer than we always are.
Yeah.
I was here for 4 hours. No, this is fair. That's fair. Yeah. I actually agree. I just always dive into my thoughts.
Well, that's fine.
I haven't had anybody say hey, why don't you get plot? So if somebody likes that idea, I could have my guest who's seen it, who's the one who recommended it. She could probably run through it better than I would. But I could see that look on Bryce's face. You knew he had jealousy in his heart when he gave Finn his spot on the balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he played it off like he was yeah, I was going to give it to him anyways. But when he went up, you could see the face. I wasn't super into the first 50 to 55 minutes. I liked the beginning 15 minutes. It was slow. I could definitely do without the whole tribe crap. That's what took me out of the movie.
Yeah.
That stuff, if that wasn't in there, it's like a 3.5 or 4. It takes me so out of the movie every time that shit is in this movie. Every time there was a flashback or vision of the fantasy or the Ishkanani stuff, it took me out of it. I just
Yeah, I mean, it was a little weird, but in that one spot after something happens, it kind of makes sense because that's like his comfort. You know what I mean?
yeah.
When he sees it at the end, well, not the end, but after.
This movie got really, really dark. Ashley, I wrote.
Yes, it
Went in
did.
some seriously twisted in dark directions. I wrote. I liked it for the most part. I didn't think it was great. Like I said, the
Mhm.
Ishkanani stuff is stupid to me. It definitely could have done without all that stuff. It moves along really slowly, in my opinion, but I didn't lose any interest in this movie. But I also didn't feel like the movie ever took off in a way that I had hoped for. The heart is there. I can appreciate the relationship between Finn and his mom. I like the relationship between him and Kristen Stewart's character. She
Mhm.
was actually really likable. I did like her character quite a
Yeah.
bit. And I just hope for more with this one. It's definitely not bad. I liked it enough, but like I said, I wanted a bit more. Definitely above average for me. I liked it enough. Yeah, it got really dark though. To watch it. I mean, I didn't have on my bingo card him getting raped. I'll say that. Especially
That's why I
by
gave it to you.
yeah, I
Not
was.
because of that scene, but because it got dark.
She's like, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that wasn't on my bingo card. And then to hit for him to kill his grandfather too, like I was just like, this movie's getting darker and darker and darker.
Yeah. Dude, I remember, okay, so
Did
this
you
was,
predict it that it was him the first time you saw it?
yeah.
You did.
Oh, dude, I'm very, I pay attention to a lot of
Yeah.
cues, but
Trying to figure it out.
dude, okay, so this movie, I remember it was when I was, because this was pre-Twilight, because Kristen Stewart hadn't been in that yet. She was maybe
07
16 or
this was.
17.
This was
Yeah.
07, I believe.
So she was 17, well, 16 when she filmed
Mhm.
this.
Yep.
And I remember it was during a time of my life when all I did was watch movies. And I remember I went to Blockbuster, and the manager that worked there, I was always just like, okay, I'm like fixated on a certain actor, and I would be like, I need these ones. So she would kind of go through it and be like, oh, okay. And then I remember I saw that and I was like, what is this? It's a Kristen Stewart movie I haven't seen. And I got that movie and I was just like, holy hell. Like, Chris Evans was quite a piece of shit in this movie. Like, why? I mean, he explains why he does it, but it's just like,
Have
what
you
a
been
psycho.
a Kristen Stewart fan since like before this movie then? Or
Oh, yeah.
oh, okay.
Way
What was the
before
movie that put her on the radar for you?
Panic Room.
Oh man, how old was that? 2000 what?
It's 2001 or 2.
Okay, yeah, because that's probably one of the hot takes and one of the only Fincher movies I like actually adore or love.
Oh, I love Panic Room.
Panic Room is excellent. No, I
And
don't claim 7. I just didn't love 7.
dude, okay, the fact that that movie was going to be Nicole Kidman instead of Jodie Foster, and what did they say? They said that like the test screenings weren't really matching, and then they brought Jodie Foster in, and it immediately they were just like, yeah, do these.
Well, Jodie Foster, and I know she's one of your favorite actresses.
Yes.
Jodie Foster, to me, whether you know like a Judi Dench, whether you like her or not, Jodie Foster is probably to me top 3 greatest actresses to ever do anything in film. I
Oh,
think
same.
she is top 3, and I would argue she could be considered the best.
Yes.
I
She's
I
really
put
good.
her above Meryl Streep. I said it. There
Oh,
you go.
fuck her. She ain't
Yeah,
that good.
I'm with
Dude,
you. She's overrated.
Joe, that movie is really good. Just saying.
Yes,
That would
Jodie
Well-
Foster is you can't go wrong with Jodie Foster. She acts and she a lot like I've talked about with directors when you can see the passion they have when they direct movies. I feel like Jodie Foster is actually a really good director as well.
Oh, dude, so good. I swear to God, anything she does, I'm just like, give me this,
Yeah.
please, thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I
think it was you who told me she's married to a woman too. I didn't know that.
oh yeah, you didn't know she was gay?
I did not.
That's gay.
And that is gay. That is gay. That is
I'm
gay.
sorry, I saw the opportunity.
That's gay. It's a fact.
Oh shit. Well, anyways, why don't we talk about that? Is that it for this movie?
That's all I got as notes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. What did you think of Kristen Stewart in this movie though?
She's good. So I get into it maybe next. I'm not
Okay.
sure, or
Well,
in,
whatever.
like a little bit more. But I feel like Kristen Stewart, she played a lot of the same characters. I felt like in some stuff when she was younger. I
Mhm.
felt like Adventureland. She was always kind of like that. I don't know, shy, almost insecure. She always made the same facial expressions. And then I felt like she got to kind of show her wings and other stuff. And
Well, I
but
mean, you get
younger,
typecasted for a while.
exactly, and that's what I mean. I think she played the same character to being typecast. So it was nice to see like Spencer really. I mean Spencer, but also still Alice shows that this girl can act.
Oh, there's another movie that I was debating upon giving you.
Not Spencer. I don't want to
No,
watch.
no. It's not that. It's a different movie, but anyway, I'll talk about it later.
Next list if you'd like.
Okay.
You might fire me like Tony fired me after one stream. He said,
Did you watch the movie?
Yeah, it's like no more of this shit. He's like, I was like, would you like to give me another list? He was like, no, and I was like, okay.
Poor Tony.
Yep, Tony was very to the point. Anyways, spoilers off the screen. We're gonna talk with the chat here. Let's. I love Kristen Stewart in Speak, which might have been the movie.
That movie is fantastic.
Miss Blockbuster 2002. Hey Gizmo, what's up Gizmo? We got Gizmo in the chat. 26 watching, 25 likes. Wow, very cool. Please keep it up. Caveman says. Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid. Kid is Jack. Yeah, I knew that. Jack Quaid. So it was Andy McDowell is the mother of Margaret Qualley.
Oh, okay. She does look like her. I see it.
Super curious to see what Johnny thinks of them. I'm always curious to see what Johnny thinks of these actresses. I love it when nice guy actors or comedians go super dark and twisted like Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo.
Same.
That was Chris
It's a good
Evans
movie.
for sure. 1 Hour Photo is great. Love that movie. Excellent. I am glad I gave you a Jodie Foster movie on your next list, Bob. Hope you like it. I hope so too. I'm sure I will. I'm actually okay. The funny thing about the way Corey's list shaped up is I wasn't excited about Corey's list, and I told him last week I was like I wasn't really. There was nothing on his list that jumped off the page like, hey, I can't wait to see this. Sure, Open Range looked good, and some others was like, okay, I'll watch this. I was really excited for your list though, so like sometimes there's not a disappointment, but like surprise level of surprise shock that I didn't enjoy your list more than I thought I would. Now we're still not done with your list, and obviously you love your list, and that's all that matters to you. Of course, who gives a shit about what I have to say.
Yeah, fuck you, Bob.
Seriously, like, Nikki's next list when she gave me that list, I was like, I think she knows what she's doing. Sometimes do you ever look at a list somebody gives you or watch movies or whatever that are coming out? You could look at a list and go, okay, I know I'm going to like this. There's zero chance I'm not going to like this. Like,
can I be honest with you? You're the only person I have ever received a list of movies.
If you ever look at movies that are coming out and you're like, okay, fuck this movie, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Are you kidding me? There was quite a few this year where I'm just like, yeah, pass. I ain't seeing that shit.
Exactly. So for me, I feel like everybody that's given me a second list, like you, just because it doesn't work, I feel like they have a better idea of what they think I like.
Are you saying I didn't have a better idea?
No, I think you did, because when I looked at your list, I was very excited about it. There was
but you didn't like them.
I didn't like them, but that surprised me. I thought for sure I would love Sleepless in Seattle, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So, and I was surprised as shit by my fucking number 1. That's for damn sure. I would have thought that was my number 10. So we'll get into it. So, in a little bit, Dakota, Ewan McGregor's baby, Dakota, Kaylee Spaney, Anne Hathaway, Rebecca Ferguson. That's my holy grail of actresses. Okay. I wouldn't shut up about them.
I really like Kaylee.
You like Kaylee Spaney. I know that.
Dude, she's moving up. I'm like, more, please.
He said Dakota, unless he's talking about Dakota Fanning. I don't approve.
No, I think he said Dakota Johnson.
Okay, good man.
I think.
But Panic Room is such a badass movie. Jared Leto is hilarious with his cornrows.
Oh no, he did say Dakota Fanning.
Dakota
You don't like
Fanning-
Dakota Fanning?
Nah, she's okay. I mean, she doesn't. I grew up watching a shit ton of her movies. She was everywhere.
Adventureland. I love that movie.
Adventureland was fun. I like Adventureland. You tried to give me that one, but I had seen it. Well, she did
Loser.
play a vampire seductress for 5 movies. Got nothing against Quali. Okay,
You're disappointing us, Johnny.
I'm glad Corey's list opened your eyes about more foreign films, though. Just in case anybody hasn't seen The Substance, just a heads up. Margot Qualley's nude body is not her, though.
She has a double.
It's a prosthetic they put on her.
Oh.
Yeah. So
because I know that some people in Game of Thrones did that. They didn't want to be naked.
A lot of people are really, really like, holy crap, Margot Qualley is remarkable, which she is in the movie. I think so myself. But that is not her. Those are not her breasts. I'll just put it that way. And I've told a few people, and they were quite disappointed.
Damn it! Well, then I'm not seeing the movie then.
Her breasts. I'm glad Corey's list opened your eyes about more foreign films, though. I don't mind foreign films. There's going to be one on here. That's all 2 that we haven't talked about yet. There's two. I'm sorry. Yeah. So look at act like I don't like foreign films, Prince. The 2 of the top 3 or 4 are going to be in my whatever. So the top movies on her list. Chrissy the Slasher Dude says, "Evening, everyone. What's up, Chris? What is going on?" Chris with the hugging emoji right there. Stop digging a hole for yourself, Bob. What did I dig a hole? I don't know what I did. No, evening, everyone. Had a bad day today. No, I'm joking. He just said he had a bad day today, but we go by life's rules, even if we like it or not. Yeah, that's true. It sucks. True. Life's rules, excuse me. Well, no need to see The Substance now. Thanks, Bob. There you go. Yeah.
Canceling my plans.
Don't expect those to be her real breasts. I mean, Demi Moore, though, I'm pretty sure that was her most vulnerable role. I'll put it that way. Merkin's
Stop talking about this damn movie. I haven't
go see it then. You should have traveled to go.
How? How am I going to see it?
My horse and buggy. All right, that's.
Okay, let me just travel on down to Vegas. Fuck that. I ain't going there.
Okay, all right. Number 4.
What are you going with?
Naomi Watts.
Oh shit! Okay.
Okay, sorry.
It's fine.
We got
that about him.
That's Jake Gyllenhaal, but that's not Naomi Watts. But we got Naomi Watts. We'll put it that way. Look, the funny thing is, your favorite actor of all time, or at least currently, is Jake Gyllenhaal, correct?
Yeah, and he's just super hot too. So
yeah, and then your favorite actress has got to be Jodie Foster, right?
With a close Kristen Stewart.
Okay, yeah. I love Jake Gyllenhaal and I love Jodie Foster, so at least we have that in common. Jake Gyllenhaal would be probably top. He just keeps getting better for me, honestly.
God damn it, where's this?
Yeah, where's my notes on this one?
Is it this?
Did I delete it?
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, Demolition right here. I wrote Naomi Watts. I'm just going to start off by saying that. That's all. This is the first notes I wrote down.
And what's funny is she's not even this over the top.
It disappointed me. It pissed me off because I was so excited.
She's just normal in this movie.
Yeah, but she's not in it a lot. She's not the main character. That's okay. I wrote that opening. Wow. I mean, I could see it coming, but in a way, it was still kind of shocking. Anytime there's a scene in a movie, I'm going to put spoilers up. Where you got characters driving in a car, something's coming.
Yeah, you're just oh shit.
When they show the camera is showing the person talking versus just a normal car ride, or something's coming, and I fucking knew it. I wrote that damn vending machine. It's always someone else's problem, too. When he went up there and she was like, "It's not our problem," I was like, "It's fucking always somebody else's problem, isn't it?" That vending machine got on my fucking nerves. Oh, I had to pause.
I think you got madder than he did at it.
I had to pause the movie and go for a walk. That was
fuck this.
Fucking vending machines. I love this. He's 15 but looks 12 but acts 21. When she said,
yes,
that's great. A crackhead don't give people $200. Say something for 20. That's my favorite quote of the whole movie. When he says that,
Oh,
he's like,
shit.
crackheads don't give people $200. They suck dick for 20.
They do.
I love drug addiction movies, but that shit was fucking funny when he said
It was.
It's
It was.
like, why would a crackhead give you $200? Oh, I wrote, okay, oh man. And see who the fuck still drives the station wagon.
That was the quote I put on my letterbox.
It shit cracking me up.
I love
man.
how he runs out to the street. Who the fuck still drives a station wagon?
I want Naomi Watts to sit on my shoulders, I wrote.
Oh my god.
I wrote, have some compassion, you little shit. When she said that to her son, have some compassion.
Yes.
Shit.
When they're
Okay.
eating dinner.
I wrote the way he seasons the hell out of the food. Look, I'll let Naomi Watts cook for dinner for me anytime, but yeah, she needs to season that shit.
Salt's fine.
Like,
He's just pounding the salt on there like it's here.
oh,
Put the
man.
pepper on there too.
I was cracking up when he screamed, "Who the fuck drives a station wagon?" I was dying at that part. I saw your review, but look, it ain't as funny as when he says it in the movie. So,
You have to watch the movie to understand why it's so funny.
talking about this makes me want to give it a higher rating. Sometimes that happens in these streams. I'm like, I need to give this a higher rating after a conversation. Okay, this was a bit different than I expected. I definitely wanted more Naomi Watts, and I also think I had the wrong idea of this movie. It's definitely not bad. I was pretty into it. I wasn't bored, but there's something missing here for me. I liked it enough, but it felt pretty odd, kind of strange, I guess. I actually really liked quite a few things about this, but it falls kind of flat for me by the end. I was actually super into the phone call bits. I really like those scenes. I thought that like worked really well for me. That whole sequence I was really into. I just don't think it built off of it much from the beginning half. I don't know where the movie even went. It just kind of ended. They don't get romantic at any point. They don't sleep together. They don't even show them kiss, right? So it's like, speaking of loneliness, they kind of, it almost feels like she's lonely and he's obviously also lonely as well. So
Yeah, I feel like I don't think either one of them were honestly looking for, like, say, romance. I think that they were just looking for a connection with somebody, and him writing his lengthy letters about the vending machine
well,
to her. It's just like, but at the same time, those letters were helping him process his grief over his wife. Even though the whole movie, he basically sits there and he's just like, I don't even know if I loved her. And it's just like, dude, that's really sad. But then when he kind of like at the end, when he kind of realizes, no, I actually did, you know what I mean? Because it does show that. So, but I felt my thing, I don't know if you want to put spoilers up.
Because wait, hold on, because there are flashbacks. I'm forgetting it now. He does realize there's a flashback where he realizes he loves her. Please explain and refresh my memory, because there's a flashback, right?
Yeah, it's just a simple flashback of like them being in the car, and then God, what was the other scene? It was kind of like, I think it was like in their bedroom or something, and him just like them just smiling at each other. And it wasn't like this big, expression of love. It was just your average, just interaction. And I think that he fell into, I don't know, I guess the normalcy of life, of just going with the flow type deal. And I feel like how he said, he was just like, I've been numb for so long, like I don't know anything. And it's just like, my dude, that is that is a huge sign that you're super depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, because I like that this movie also shows a different side of grief. Like sometimes people just they cannot cry, you know what I mean? And then suddenly one day something happens, because what was it when he was listening to, I think it was the song on the radio, where he was just sitting there and he finally cried at the end of the movie. And to me, I was just like, okay, that's closure. He's finally getting the closure that he needs after spending the whole movie with these random people, which he had. I mean, shit. I mean, he almost was like the boyfriend, but he wasn't at the same time. It was just weird. It was a weird connection, but I also liked it because it was just like two people who were lonely, and they were like, "Okay, let's do it."
I got a question for you. Who the fuck still drives a station wagon?
Fucking Michael Myers. I was waiting for that to
I
happen.
was gonna comment and be like, "You realize Michael drives a station wagon?"
Who the fuck drives a station wagon? Oh shit.
That was a really powerful scene too, though. Well, I'll put spoilers up.
Yeah.
At the when he finds out the guy that was the guy following him in the station wagon, right? And he's the one who was driving the car.
Yeah.
And
He
he's like,
killed.
I was the one who crashed into you. But was it her fault or was it the guy's fault? Like, they never really tell us or show us, I guess.
No, I don't think that they ever tell you, but you also know that regardless if it was his fault or her fault, he's still going to feel guilty because
Right.
he
He's the one
took
who
somebody's life.
killed somebody, exactly. You asked me to put spoilers up. Was that what it was about, or was it something else?
Let me see. Is it that?
You got the same pen as I do.
Always. It's the only pen I use.
I know, I love this pen. Super cheap. And it writes perfectly.
Oh, there we go. When he finds out that she was pregnant, and then he like goes to that, I don't know, what was it for the ceremony for the college fund thing that they were going to start up in her name, and he confronts the parents because like I feel like the dad was really trying to like understand him and be patient with him and all that stuff, but when he finally is just like, you know what, why didn't like you tell, and then they tell him that it wasn't her, like it wasn't his, so the mom took her to go get an abortion, and I'm just like, my god.
Yeah, it kind of pissed me off when I found out she cheated.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it did, but it
gave me a lot of movies with cheaters.
Did I did, maybe.
It's like giving Nikki a movie with a bunch of terrible women. She's like, why are none of these women supportive to their husbands? And
which movie was that again?
I don't know. I gave her like multiple, where The Guardian was one of them with Ashton Kutcher. And then a few others, and she was just like, and then I thought about it, and I was like, that's not, she's got a point.
Dude, I hate that in movies. Like, why the hell are the women never that supportive? Like, shut your mouth.
And that's why when Corey gave me one, I was like, it was from the 1950s. I was like, now this is a supportive wife. I was like, I see. Yeah. She tells her husband, she's like, you will not compromise for the department. And if you do, you'll have me to deal with. I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's like, that's what you should. I mean, he is your husband. I don't care if he's wrong or not. I'd go to bat for him.
Stand by him.
But my favorite quote in the whole movie, though, is, if you want to fix something, you have to take it apart. Okay. I mean, it's true. How else are you going to fix it?
Yeah, the house, he destroys everything.
Well, I think he says that a few times in the movie, but like, oh man, when he takes the espresso machine apart, it's just like, all right, buddy, you're going through something right now. Just have it. Is that
the fridge, or is that different scene? The fridge.
The fridge was a different scene.
Okay, gotcha.
Because remember, the espresso machine was what was in the garage, and he finally just said, forget it, and he just opened it, and then he took it apart, and that's when he called her and said, I just took apart this espresso machine that my wife ordered. It was like the last thing that she had got, too.
Yeah, I just remember the fridge, and I was like, what the
fuck? Well, I mean, I don't blame him. I would have got pissed at that fridge, too.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take spoilers off the screen if that's cool. We got 19 different comments in the chat. If you have any, I have one more thing. I was gonna put it. It wasn't bad. It's all right. I might revisit it one day down the road. I think I will. I think I'll buy it. I'll give it a passing score. I just needed more from this. I definitely wanted more, but I was surprised by how much I laughed at moments. So that's what surprised me. Like Sleepless in Seattle, because I don't laugh a lot. So the fact that two movies that I did not expect to laugh during, I laughed, was pretty cool.
What was this one?
3.
Okay.
Okay. One more film I own to watch, and that's 50. Nice. Nice. Please tell me I need to see Demolition. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, check it out. I always tell people check it out and form your own opinion, regardless of what I think or Ashley thinks. Some Jakey Gyllenhaal too for me. Fire still have to see Ambulance. How fucking dumb of me. Oh yeah, Ambulance is a good one. Don't be surprised if we discuss that some more. Love how Bob can't control his laughter. My stomach is aching. So blah blah blah. Demolition 2015 is on Max. FYI, 600 Ground with my man Crush Ryan Reynolds. It was great. Ambulance will be my second Michael Bay watch this week. Nice. Nobody wants more Naomi Watts. Every time I see her, I want to go buy a boat. Oh, shut up.
Shut up.
I agree with Johnny. Our resemblance. Long legs. Prince, did you just say you don't like Naomi Watts? Long legs doppelganger. Do you like Naomi Watts, Ashley?
Oh yeah, I like Naomi Watts a lot.
I approve. Favorite Jake Gyllenhaal performance? I'm going with Nightcrawler. You know the thing with Jake Gyllenhaal, and you recommended me Nightcrawler. When you had just said a minute ago, you were talking about everybody deals with grief. I thought you were about to say, like, nobody can say something. I thought you were going to say, like, Jake Gyllenhaal, something about Jake Gyllenhaal, but you were talking about grief. Jake Gyllenhaal, when you, and I've been watching more, obviously I watch Nightcrawler because of you and this, that dude can fucking act.
Hell yeah, he can. I feel like
for days.
He is super underrated. I always thought that.
I think my favorite performance by him is Southpaw.
Mine's
I know
Donnie
it's
Darko.
not yours. What is it?
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko. Okay. Yeah, he can act. Like, he's definitely not typecast. I think he could pull off anything.
He really can.
Zodiac Hair Anthony. Anyone in here presumed innocence? It's not a movie. I agree. Nightcrawler and Zodiac are great movies.
They are.
Because he's a binge watcher. Zodiac is great. Awesome choices. Prince, Mizzy, and Chris. I do like her. He. Hell yeah, Anthony and Chris. I picked Nightcrawler for my Sunday cinema crew. Nice. Yeah, Nightcrawler was excellent. It's so funny because when you put that on my list, I had not seen it because I was like, this shit don't look interesting enough to me. And then sure enough, it was my number 2 on your list. So see how things go. That's why you watch the movies.
It's fine.
That's why I love doing these streams, because even if I don't like them, I'm always appreciative. Okay, let's get into number.
What is it, 3?
3, I think. So 2 of the last 3 are going to be foreign titles. How about that? Did you see that coming?
1, yeah.
1, okay.
The other one was kind of like middle of the road.
Okay, you saw this one coming. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, Dead Snow.
No, I didn't think it would be this high.
Oh, you didn't think it would be this high, but that's the one you expected.
That was like middle of the road.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, anyways, we got Dead Snow. I was like, I fucked this up sometimes. That's the right movie, right? That is my number 3. Dead Snow. All right. We gotta talk about the scene where she puts.
Why do you put spoilers up?
Oh my God! She puts her fingers in his mouth after.
Dude, that scene makes me gag. It's so gross.
Oh boy!
The old shitter scene.
She was a freak.
Wasn't she?
She is downright bad. I saw one person, Kira, you know who I'm talking about. She wrote on Letterboxd on her review. She's like, she's a freak. Get it, girl. I respect it.
Oh, yeah, she did, huh?
Like, get it, home girl, or something. Like, gotta respect that. I was like, damn, she is a freak. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
She was wild in that movie. Dead Snow. Let's see if anybody's seen this one. Jake was phenomenal in Brokeback Mountain. Johnny gave that 5 stars, so. Fish says
hey, my mom says that Bubble Boy is his best.
Oh, Bubble Boy. Okay. She just texted you that?
Huh?
Did she just text you that?
Yeah, she just texted me that.
Bubble Boy.
I love Bubble Boy.
I haven't seen Bubble Boy.
Oh shit, that movie is so funny.
Okay.
It's so ridiculous, especially when he gets a boner. Say the Pledge of Allegiance.
My favorite movie involving a boner has to be Road Trip, when she's like,
oh God, yes.
Like your boner, and he's knocking over the stuff on the counter. Like, what do you want me to do? Cut it off?
Oh God.
No,
But
Jake
anyways,
can definitely act Oscar in his future for sure because he hasn't won one yet, right?
no, I don't even think he's been nominated.
He wasn't nominated for Brokeback Mountain or anything like that.
Jesus, that movie isn't even remotely in his top 10 of best movies.
He's so good. He's so good. I agree. He does need an Oscar though.
He does.
No, 3 out of 5. This is a 3.5 for me.
This movie, let's talk
Prisoner
about this
great.
movie.
Dead Snow 2 just as good. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Dead Snow 2 as well because I did watch it afterwards. All right, so where the hell is my notes for Dead Snow? It's probably at the top. I think I got a lot written down, so deal with me. I wrote, yo, Chris was an absolute freak. Right on his dick after he just got done taking a shit. He hardly even sat up, also sucking his fingers after he wiped his ass. Damn, she's a mix of a freak and super impatient. I guess she just really wanted some dick.
She was in the mood, man.
She like looked at him as he walked out and she's like, I'm going to get that dick. He might have been still shitting and she was gonna bounce on that thing.
Oh God, that's so gross.
She just wanted it. Okay, damn that scene where they okay, I'm gonna put spoilers up because otherwise I'm gonna spoil characters' deaths here. So we're gonna put some spoilers on the screen for Dead Snow if you haven't seen it. Damn, that scene where they dug their fingers into Erlin's eyes and ripped his face apart, that was gnarly.
Do you know what I love is that wasn't he wearing a brain dead shirt or dead alive, whatever the hell?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm pretty sure he was wearing that. So when he gets torn apart like that, I was just like, oh, he gets the most brutal death.
Yeah.
Because he was wearing that shirt.
There's a scene later on that was like foreshadowing when he's like, "You'll be holding your guts" or whatever he told him.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, that came back around. I wrote, "Damn, my boy Vigard has some fight in him." I did like him. He's had some fight. When I was younger, I definitely didn't always appreciate practical effects. Damn, as I've understood them more, I've come to appreciate them so much, and I would so much rather prefer practical effects in all horror movies. I don't know if it's out of creativity, a lack of creativity, or laziness, but CGI is just so much worse. Some CGI looks good, don't get me wrong. Like in Crawl, I think the alligators look really good. But when it comes to killing and cutting people up, gore practical is always the way to go for that.
Oh, for sure.
Some movies have good CGI, and some movies you have to use CGI. I get that you have to use it in some, but like, God, practical effects just so much better. What is it that people don't want to use it? Is it because it's not money, because it's cheaper? So is it laziness, like, or a lack of creativity?
I think that it's a lack of creativity, and I think that they just wanted. To me, because I know that people still make them and stuff like that, but it's just like I feel like they just want to get them out of the industry, and like they think that I think that it also is money because CGI somehow is cheaper, even though
Really,
it's like dog shit.
I mean,
Dude,
CGI was way more expensive.
No, because you're not using an actual product with CGI.
What does it stand for? Computer graphic imaging, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know, just like because this movie came out in 2009, and I mean it was like the cusp of like the last of that of using. But this is also a Norwegian film, so you get different. Obviously, the way they talk, I was just like, dude, this is so. I mean, yes, they're European and their lingo is a little bit different of how they say it, but it just felt like when you would go hang out with your friends, because I was 20 at that time, it felt like I was going to go skiing with my friends type deal. And I was just like, these people are just talking so much shit, just getting wasted. They're just being young 20-year-olds, you know what I mean? True. And then these Nazi zombies are just like, fuck you and your party. I'm going to ruin this shit.
There are still some, like, I know not a fan of Terrifier, Ashley, but like really good practical effects in that.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
And then there's one called Stream that is like the same company that put out Terrifier that I saw in theaters in October, and I know Caprice was a big fan of it. She gave it like 4 or 4.5 or 5. But there's some wicked awesome practical effects in that, and I was just like, damn. And then they at the end of the movie, because it was one of those special screenings, they showed you how they made it, and I was like, oh, that's even cooler. I was like, that is awesome.
Yeah, like it bums me out, but I don't know, when I watch older movies that have the practical effects, or even when you actually get it, now, you just appreciate it more. Like, I mean, I don't really like the Terrifier movies. That bedroom scene in the second one was so fucking unnecessary, but I can still look at it and I'm just like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like
So
the
an appreciation, a level of appreciation. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I try to do in these streams, even if I don't like something. I don't want to get up here because I understand not all these are in your favorite movies of all time, but sometimes there might be one like Caprice, for example. Two of those were her favorite movies of all time. So I wanted to make sure I pay a level of respect to it of, hey, I'm not going to get on here and shit on this movie just for the sake of shitting on it. And I think that's what bothers me about some people's. They can do a stream like this and just be like, I'm going to enjoy doing this. And it's like, no, I don't want to come on here and destroy a movie you love. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Like, even if I don't like it, I'll give my reasons why, but I'll also let you explain why you like it and why you think I'm wrong, of course.
Yeah.
Like, there's a level of respecting a movie or trying to find something you appreciate, even if you don't like it.
Oh, for sure. Like, there's tons of movies, but no, this movie, Dead Snow, is easily, oh my God, easily top 5 zombie movies for me. When I saw this back in 2009, I was just like, dude, more of this. And I loved the look of the zombies.
Oh yeah, they're really cool
looking. Dude, and that scene when they're on the mountain and the two, after he cuts his fucking arm off with the chainsaw because he got bit by one of them, when he does that, and then I think he's a colonel. I think he's a colonel or a lieutenant, and then he just like, rise, he says that, and you just see all those fuckers come up. You're just, oh my God.
Yeah.
You're dead.
I love the scene though where they bite his dick and he's like, no. He's like, no. It's serious. He's like talking about cutting his dick off. But so a bite doesn't change you in this movie, then I assume. I mean,
no, because they're almost. Well, obviously, you watch the second one. They're almost like magical. It's like a curse,
right?
Because
the guard doesn't die and he gets bit on the neck.
Yeah, it's because the gold.
Oh yes,
that they have,
and see at the very end of this one,
his stupid ass girlfriend had to put that one in his pocket, and he didn't even know.
That scene where Vigard gets stabbed a ton and then ripped apart was incredible. I wrote, and then I wrote, and of course he stabbed his girlfriend. That seriously sucked. That was dumb. She survived all that just to get stabbed by her own boyfriend. But of course she grabbed him in the back as he's in the middle of killing zombies. But I will say I got something to say on that. Okay, I don't know if I wrote it. Okay, I got it. It's down there. The over-the-top silly humor works for me for the most part. I was into that. He seriously cuts his own arm off and then gets bit in the dick. His friend looks over and tells him, no. He's like, okay. But seriously though, I fucking hate the cliche in movies where they kill their own friend or girlfriend. It's happened in so many movies. And I know this is 2009, so it's happened even more since then. So that's before that. But it's getting to a point now where I'm getting so sick and tired of it, where it's just like, it's so cliche to do it, where like they cut somebody's tongue off or they duct tape somebody or put a mask on there. It happens in one I'm watching tonight, which is called Haunt. And it's just like, spoiler alert, sorry.
You ruined the whole movie.
But oh my God, there's a scene in that movie, and I just fucking hate when they do that. I'm like, can we stop killing our friends because we don't know it's them? Like, can we stop that?
In this movie, it kind of made sense because she was strong enough to grab him.
She grabs him in the middle of the fucking killing zombies.
Yes.
In the back. That was dumb. What are you doing?
So she kind of deserved the axe to the.
What are you doing, lady? She deserved. She deserved it.
Well,
I really enjoyed this one a lot. All the blood splatter on their faces was awesome too. I thought that looked great. Just like the dry blood afterwards, that looked awesome. Oh man, the guy that he told about standing there holding his own intestines, it happened. That sucks. Nice foreshadowing for sure. I like that. His girlfriend ended up getting him killed at the end with that coin, which he didn't die. Well, I got spoilers up, but yeah, he didn't die because I watched the second. I had a good time with this one. It has some pacing issues. The second half is way better than the first half. I didn't even mind the first half. The entire movie is fun. It's a bit slower, boring at parts. Still a really good time. I'll be checking out the sequel now. Literally popped it in as I'm writing this. Well, it's on YouTube for free, so you can go watch it on there. Okay, so I wrote, so I found the sequel a lot dumber, but also I had a lot more fun with the sequel. It's a total blast. There's also a lot more humor in it. Basically, the sequel just ramps everything up, but some of the charm of the first one is missing. I know you like the original a lot more. You gave a 4.5 to the original and 3.5 to the sequel.
Mhm.
I gave a 3.5 to this one and a 4 to the sequel. I just really loved everything about how ridiculous the sequel is, and I'm usually not big on ridiculously overboard sequels,
Yeah.
but neither of these movies were all that serious to begin with, so I don't
Oh
think
no.
it goes from like a serious tone to a ridiculous tone. So like
No,
I'm
it
not
keeps
a
it.
big Evil Dead 2 or Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 fan. I get a lot of hate, but I'm like, look, Evil Dead plays it pretty serious for the most part. The first one, the original, it's pretty
Okay.
serious. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not a joke. It's a very gritty and gross film, but the sequels of both of those movies just go in a corny
See,
direction.
I love Evil Dead too.
Okay, and
Love it.
most people do. I'd say 99% of the world like a lot of
And
things I don't like.
TCM2, it's fun. That's all. It's not
I
my
can
favorite,
I
but
can see that. I just one of those things. But neither of these movies were all that serious, so the sequel really worked for me. The Flying Dead Babies. Oh, so good. So good. I'm taking spoilers off the screen. Running little kids over with tanks. Like
it was ridiculous.
everything is bigger in the sequel. Both really fun movies. Fun recommendation. Glad I finally watched them. Was excited to check them out. I'm really excited. But killing babies in movies and having them fly towards the screen, like
You're
bravo,
ridiculous.
well done. Like I was just talking to Mizzy about this. You have a dog, so I don't know how you feel about this. When people freak out over kids dying in movies or dogs dying in movies, and they're like, "I can't watch it. I got to look to see if the dog dies." I'm like, "You are ridiculous. It is a movie and it's a dog." Like I hate that because I'm just like, then don't watch the movie. You really care more about a dog dying in a movie than a human being, but people
Mm-mm.
do. Um,
I
will
I
you watch
mean,
a movie with the dog dying? Doesn't bother you, right? You're fine with
oh
that.
no, I'll watch it, but I mean, shit, I've been watching the playthrough of The Last of Us Part 2, and there's a whole scene where she's fucking killing dogs.
That's true.
But no, I mean, I don't prefer to watch any of that dying. Like, I don't really like seeing kids die. That's weird. I
It's
don't
when
like
it's done
seeing dogs
corny.
die.
When it's
Huh?
done corny, like in Dead Snow 2, it's
Oh,
hilarious.
it's so ridiculous. The
It's
thing that took me out of that one
cracking up.
is I hated it that it was in English. I
English.
hated it.
You said that in your
I was
review
like,
on Letterboxd.
"What the f like, keep it in Norwegian, please." Like,
Mhm.
it did not need to be in English. Like, when the Americans come and like, that's fine, but, like, the whole movie,
Yeah, so
that just bummed me out.
that guy must speak really good English, that actor, because he sounded fine. You could
Well,
hear him.
and then his buddy was in the second one too. He was the gay guy at the museum.
Oh,
The
was
guy
he the one that the long hair?
n okay, so in the first one, the guy that got his
The guy's name?
intestines ripped out,
Yeah, he just plays
he
different
was the
characters.
gay guy in the second one.
The gay guy, the one that yeah, he was like a real scaredy cat.
Yes, he was just a complete wuss the whole movie.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
the fuck? Oh my
but
god.
it was a different character, they just got the same actor.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, just look back, you'll see it.
okay, yeah, like just looking at it, I didn't know, but I know which character you're talking about. I was like, there wasn't multiple gay characters. I was like, hold on,
No, and he was playing it off
he
like
was
he
gay.
wasn't gay.
That was gay. Yeah, he he
Yeah.
was gay as a $3 bill. He was gay. Yeah, he was gay.
Oh, for sure. It was funny though. But yeah, no, I love this movie.
It was very fun. I agree. It was very fun. So, are you surprised by what my number one and two are?
One of them, yes.
Very surprised. Okay, I think you'll be even more surprised in a minute here. Hey, we got Steve in the chat. What's up, Steve?
Oh, hey, Steve.
Appreciate you being here. Steve Maris says, "Hey, everybody, glad to see everybody here." Bubble Boy, so you want $500? Bubble Boy, it's fun. Did I do that right? I've never
Close.
seen it. I've never seen it, so I'm sorry. Never seen Dead Snow 1 or 2. Want to check them out. They're very fun. Day of the Dead,
Oh, Mizzy.
1985, 4.5 out of 5 for Chris. Masterpiece. He's been
See.
nominated for Brokeback. Okay, so Jake Gyllenhaal was nominated. I agree, Mizzy. He just needs the right role for the committee to agree on. Yeah, because he should be. He should be. Favorite movie involving a boner has to be a slept-on comedy by John Ritter called Skin Deep. And if you have seen the glow in the dark condom fight scene, well, if you haven't Me too. Blumpkin, I don't know what that fucking where he's going. He used CGI primarily because that movie
Yeah.
in Snow. Okay, she didn't suck his dick while he was taking a shit.
Shut.
They use CGI primarily because it's an easy cleanup. They can just click a button and all of the CGI
Yeah.
is gone. It's so lazy. The final rendering of the CGI scenes is what is really, really costly as far as time and memory. Yeah, because I love, like, if you've seen Stream, it's got some pretty cool practical effects. All right, so number 2. Let's see where we're going with this. Boom.
This is the one that I'm surprised.
Oh, really?
This high. Yes.
Oh, you're surprised by this. So my number 1, you're not surprised by.
No, because if you didn't like that movie, that was the one I was like, you're gonna get fucking throat punched.
Oh, really? Okay. All right then. All right. Anyways,
Anyway,
this is a 1 star. No, I'm joking. Welcome to the Rileys. I gave 3.5 stars to. I wrote. Now discussing is what I wrote. Okay, here we go. Coming down. So, I've never seen her play a stripper. That's for damn sure. That scene where he stays the night at her place, damn, I could hardly see. Really poor lighting this movie had, though. That was one thing that took me out of it.
my Blu-ray's fine.
Oh yeah, the website I watched, like, it is so dark in the scenes.
That sucks.
You could fucking barely see. I was like, what the hell? Where is he? I was like, I can't see anything. I was like, slide. I was like, come on, man, I can't even see him. He's fucking white, and I can't see him in the dark. It makes no sense. So what in the hell is with her driving? She can't even back up or pull up. What the fuck? I wrote. Holy shit.
His wife.
Yeah, holy cow.
You do realize that she was agoraphobic, right?
She was like a shut-in, right?
Yeah, she was agoraphobic after she lost their kid.
Okay, so agoraphobic, what? You just don't leave your house?
Yes, you basically trap yourself into your house.
Yeah, it's like I wrote, I know she's a
Yeah,
shut.
you don't leave.
Yeah, I don't know how she got to where he was then. I'm gonna put spoilers up because it's hard to talk about this movie without spoilers. I wrote Kmart. There was a Kmart bag in the movie. Holy shit!
They shopped at Kmart in the movie.
Yeah, I definitely didn't miss that Kmart bag. Damn, is there a single Kmart left around? I don't
Nope.
think they closed them down by me a couple of years ago. Damn, any scenes that were shot in the dark were so ridiculously poorly lit. Could hardly see anything I wrote. I think the problem with Kristen Stewart is that when she was younger, she seemed to be typecast a ton. She played the same or similar character, it seems. I'm glad she grew and got to show her wings. She just needed some other roles. Because I've always liked Kristen Stewart, regardless of the role she plays. I don't like her nearly as much as you do, of course. But I don't mind her. She's great in this, too. And I can't say I've seen her play a stripper before. So, like I said, nice to see her do different stuff. I like the dynamic and relationship between Mallory's character and James Gandolfini. He's a great actor, and he always plays characters I like. For some reason, he always plays characters that I can just gravitate towards. Like or love it, I buy into his characters every time because I think it's his acting ability.
He's Tony fucking Soprano. Like my God, you need to watch The Sopranos.
I know.
That show is like a must watch. It's so good.
His daughter's hot in that show.
Well, glad to hear it.
I'm sure losing a daughter played a factor into wanting to help her, but you can clearly see how much he cared about her. He's a great man. But he did cheat in the beginning, right? Like that was him cheating.
Yeah, he was having like a full-blown relationship with that black lady at the diner.
Exactly, yeah.
I can't remember what her name was.
No, I don't. Oh, it started with an N or something?
Was it Nikki?
It was something that's not like Nikki. No, it was a little bit more.
Shit, let me look.
Less white of a name, I think. Nikki. It was like Nikiti or something like that. It was Nikki, but with a pizzazz, like a twist.
With pizzazz.
You got it. Come on.
Jesus. Hold on. I'm getting it. Vivian. Jesus, that's white. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, whatever. I thought it was like you said Nikki, so
because it's like in the same vein.
Nikki,
whatever.
I was offended that you just said that because it's not even close to Vivian.
Vivian, well, because people will go by Viv, and then you can do Nick. See, See how I got there, Bob?
We'll see what Nikki says in the chat, how you got there. I like it. Not the greatest thing I've seen, but I enjoyed this one. I'll pick it up at some point. I'll be staying in my Amazon cart. Probably pick it up soon. I wrote definitely a bittersweet ending, leaving for Vegas to be a stripper. I assume maybe. No, you don't think so?
No.
What is
She
she?
completely cleaned up
What is she going to Vegas for? Just to start over.
To start a new life.
Start over. Okay, I wasn't sure if she was going to there to be a stripper. Maybe.
Yeah, because the whole movie of like, she needed to meet him, and you know, he wanted nothing from her. Like, he just wanted to take care of her because I think that, you know, he lost that connection with his wife after, you know, the loss of their daughter, and then he was kind of finding it with that other woman, and so I don't know. He just, like, he felt like, oh, okay, well, I need to take care of her. She needs somebody because she obviously didn't have shit. So, yeah, I don't know. She needed to meet them to finally realize that she's more than being a stripper.
So, do you think the woman next door gave her the money then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She gave her the bag too.
Yeah, because he's like,
Yeah.
he's like, hey, give it.
That
to
lady that lived next to her, like, you could tell that they looked out for each other.
Yeah.
Because I think she worked in the club.
She was a stripper because she's like, I was there last night when we got raided and shut down or something like that.
Yeah. So.
Because doing illegal shit there, like sex and blowjobs. So, I mean, she wanted to suck his dick so bad in that movie, and
especially she wanted money.
Yeah, she was like, you know, whatever, I'll give you 30 for a hand job or whatever. It's like, no, just sit down. When he tells her, he's like, sit down, stay.
Just stop.
It's like, stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, geez.
I don't know, and I really liked his wife in this movie too, because like the amount of strength that she had to overcome her agoraphobia, because she realized, okay, well, I already kind of lost him to this affair with this other woman, and then then I think that she thought that he was just going to stay there and just completely forget about her, and she's like, forget it, I'm going. I don't care. I'm going to overcome my thing that I have. And she did. Like, I mean, that's a lot to do. And then when she finally meets Kristen Stewart's character and how she like wants to take care of her, like when she comes home with like with an infection, let's just put it that way.
UTI?
Yeah. And she was just kind of like, yeah, you need to do these things. It's like, I mean, granted, she didn't have a mom, so
she's like, yeah, I got.
How else would she know?
She didn't say prune juice. She had her whatever juice for UTIs that they say to drink.
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, she was sleeping around quite a bit. I don't have much to say about this one. I liked it. It has some compelling characters, that's for sure. Doesn't do too much. Never really completely takes off because it kind of just ends. But it's really good. It was just missing something I can't quite put my finger on. I'd say it is an underrated and a little hidden gem. It just could have been a tiny bit better for me, though.
Yeah, I mean, I remember because this movie came out during the Twilight time, like during her peak.
This was 2009, I believe, or 10.
It was 10.
10. Okay, yeah. So Twilight was 2009, like November or something like that, right?
2008.
2008 in November. Sorry, Friday the 13th. Yeah. I saw Twilight. Yes, I saw. I'm taking spoilers off so they can hear this. I saw Twilight in theaters with my dad, just the two of us. Dead serious. Senior year of I was like going into senior year of high school in 2008, and I saw that with my dad in theaters, and we both liked it. Okay, I'm gonna twist it. My dad even enjoyed Twilight, so fuck all y'all in the chat. I remember right after the movie too, my dad's like, I know which one you liked. He's like, that picture. I was like, damn right, Ashley Greene.
Good old Ashley Greene.
Everybody was obsessed with the picture in Twilight. But yes, I like Twilight. No hate.
But yeah, I mean, she had to do that movie to be able to, I mean, she's even said it. She goes, I mean, you do it because you like it, but then also you'll do it because you're like, wow, this is going to open up a lot of doors for me. So And she's not one of those people that's like, oh, I fucking hate that I was in Twilight. She doesn't care. She's just like, oh, whatever.
She forgot it, you said? Anna Kendrick?
Yes.
Come on. You said she was in 5 movies and she forgot that.
Okay.
I agree. That pisses me off because when people are like, God, why don't they take better roles? Like, I know Robert De Niro's been taking some shitty. He started getting into the B, like straight to DVD, Bruce Willis type of movies. But I'm like, I assume he has money, but you never know why somebody's taking a role. Like, I get it. It's way below Robert De Niro, but it's like he's doing it for some reason. I don't know why, but who knows?
Maybe he just can't let it go too.
Yeah, there's a reason we don't know, and that's why I always tell people like let them do what they want to do.
Well,
like they're especially younger actors, they're doing it for a reason. I look at Strange Darling, Emma Fitzgerald, who's great in that. I'm not going to talk spoilers on that movie at all, but like I never thought she could act until she did that because she was in the Scream TV show, and I was like, oh man, she can.
Well, and see, that's the thing too, is it's like, say like with Robert Pattinson, people thought the same thing. Well, he can't act, he can't do shit, and I'm just like, dude, are you kidding me? Look at everything that guy has done, and now no one says that.
No,
it's just like, dude.
I think
these people took it so they could catapult their damn career. Like I would do it.
I think writing plays a factor. It's certain characters, it's Twilight, but genuinely people perfect their craft. Kristen Stewart's only grown as an actress, and Robert Pattinson has only grown as an actress. Taylor Lautner has not grown as an actor.
Well, I feel like the people that kind of shied away from Hollywood after, like, say, like, and even like in like Harry Potter too.
Special though.
Well, okay, so no, like the Harry Potter people, like Emma Watson was like going places, and then she was like, "Oh, I don't want to do this anymore." Yeah, so she stopped acting, and then
she could have blew up. I mean,
and then Daniel Radcliffe. I don't know.
He went on to do a lot of low budget stuff.
He did. I mean, I like him just fine. I just
4 titles.
Yeah, and then you got the dude that played. Well, you got Rupert, and he didn't really take off.
Harry Potter, so I don't know.
He's the little redheaded kid.
Yeah, I figured.
Did you watch Knock at the Cabin?
Knock at the Cabin?
Yeah, the one that came out last year, M. Night.
Oh yeah,
Shamalama Ding Dong movie.
Yeah, Shamalama Ding Dong. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he was in that. He was the redheaded guy in that movie.
Oh, is he one of the gay ones?
No. He was one of the 4 horsemen.
Oh, guys. Right. He's one of the 4 guys. I remember. Yeah, I've only watched that once. I don't know. Sorry.
He's good old Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter movies.
Wasn't gay in that. Okay.
No, he wasn't the gay dudes.
No, he wasn't the gay dudes in that. All right. I'm going to catch up with the chat unless you had anything else you wanted to say. Bob went to see Twilight. Another piece of the puzzle falls into place. Shut the fuck up, Johnny. Currently watching 6 Feet Under. Is that a movie in the pool or no? 6 Feet Under.
No, that's a show.
Oh, it's a show. Okay. There's a movie called like 10 Below. Joe knows what I'm talking about. He was going to recommend it to me, but I've seen it. The final render. Okay. Yep. I've read that. Evening, Steve. We got people saying hi to Steve. Couldn't see white people down. Can't see white people. Missy said. Could not. Rest in peace, Gandolfini. We have lost a few to the past 2 days. Yeah, we've lost quite a bit. Yeah, there's a lot. Unfortunately, the past. Tell Bob he does need to watch. Told Bob he needs to watch The Sopranos. Just such an awesome show.
It really is.
I need to see that for sure. 4 shows TV. Bob, 6 Feet Under, The Sopranos, Dexter, and Wire. Anyone to that degree? I haven't seen. Yeah, well, obviously I haven't seen any of those. I would be interested in Dexter, Sopranos, and the one I want to watch because Nikki and many others have told me that I would really like Rescue Me. So
yeah, I've told you that too.
Yeah, so I think Rescue Me is one I need to get to. I also recommended Sopranos to Corey. I've watched it through it twice, Nikki says. I'm okay with those recommendations, guy. Currently, we're watching 6 Feet Under. Okay, yeah, so that's the show. Okay. Shut up, Johnny. Okay, what up, Anthony? How's it going? All right, number 1. Here we go. This 2 hours flew by. Wow, 2 hours, 18 minutes in. All right. Yeah, it feels like we're only like an hour in. Last one, number 1. Are you going to get a 4-star? Is the question. Okay, here we go. Number 1, Rust and Bone. All right. This is a little deeper one. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, let's put up the now discussing tab. I'm sure not too many people have seen this one. I don't know, maybe.
Tony has.
Tony did see it. He gave it 3 stars
Did.
on Letterboxd.
And he gave it a heart too.
He did, yes. Tony.
He did.
He did get that. I mean, yeah. Well, Tony gives his heart. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Rust and Bone. I like when he asked her like no desire with a question mark. And she said that's not what I said. She was referring to like if she could still turn men on.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that whole scene.
Okay, hold on. Why don't we tell a little bit about this movie so people kind of have it?
Well, I mean, whatever.
No, it's fine. That way people understand what the hell you mean by like
in the chat to watch the damn movie though.
Well, it is, but at the same time, okay, so he comes to live with his sister with his son, and then he takes up like a God, what are they called? Security guard people at like a bar, and he meets her, and she gets into a fight. Yeah, there you go. Whatever, and gets into a fight, and then they kind of have like a moment type deal, and then she's a killer whale trainer, like a Shamu type shit, and a big accident happens, and she loses her legs in the movie, and then it's just their relationship from there. From one night.
They don't show the whale do it, but I'm assuming the whale bit her legs off.
No, if you rewatch that part, the whale came from the back, and then all the shit came down. Yeah, and I think that when the stuff came down and collapsed, it like
her legs,
fucked her legs up.
Okay,
yeah.
I wasn't sure because they show the whale again, and I was like, are they implying that the whale ate her legs? I was like, I didn't think that happened. So I was thinking it was something to do with that, but I totally forgot. And I read the plot of this, and then when that shit happened, when I saw her with no legs, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, dude. And it happens pretty quick too.
I was like blown away by that. Okay, I'm gonna talk spoilers because, like, seriously though, I recommend checking this movie out. It's not just a good romantic movie. It's not even like the forefront of the movie, I don't think.
No, it's just like a human experience.
It's a drama. You should check it out. I'm gonna talk spoilers. I can't talk about this movie without spoilers too much. So I apologize. Go check it out. Okay, he was used to fucking. So when she says so when she says gentle to him, do you remember the scene where she's like gentle? It's so different for him because I kind of like, I predicted them making love because for him it's always about fucking, and there's always obviously a very big difference. The problem, okay, I can't spell right now, but the problem is she's grown feelings and he hasn't, but they never specified they were dating or romantic. They said operational.
Yes, OP.
Yeah, operational. So I wrote, okay, I didn't write a lot at all during the notes watching this. I just kind of like sat there. It's also subtitles, so I can't really write while I'm watching it. So that was it. That's all I wrote while I was watching it. So everything else is from like after the movie on. I wrote, man, oh man, when he breaks the ice to get to his son, that scene was fucking heartbreaking and real. I thought for sure his son was going to die. 100% I was sold on his son dying. The way they show him, the way they show his kid just drifting away under the ice, like holy shit,
going with the current. You're just like, oh shit.
I was so uncomfortable watching that. I was like actually uncomfortable. It hurt my heart to see that. It was really well done. Let me make something very clear. That is my type of soundtrack. This movie was every bit my soundtrack. Bon Iver to close out the song at the end of the movie. I was like, chef's kiss. Great. Movie with the damn good song I wrote. Okay, so overall my thoughts. Let me try and wrap this one up. I'm going to give you your final movie a 4-star. So you got a 4. I'll explain why. The movie starts out so strong for me. Like the first 45 minutes is ridiculously like strong. I was glued to the TV. The first hour or so is incredible, but the middle takes this down a bit for me. I was not bored and did not lose any interest in this movie. I really did love it, but the middle just loses some steam. It's not as strong as it starts. We don't get a ton of the sun. Once they sleep together, their relationship wasn't like as pure, and there wasn't as much building to their character, their relationship. I felt like it would the character the development was hurt, in my opinion. I just think it brought the movie down a bit for me. But damn, did I love their relationship. It's a really strong point. Great chemistry and very believable. And she was so good for him, I wrote. And then I got a shit ton right here. But the ending, oh damn, that ending. The last 15 minutes or so, just wow, masterful. I absolutely love the way this movie ended, and for that I'm giving this 4 stars. If it wasn't for a slightly low point that was the middle for me, I would be giving this a 4.5. But I just really think the movie suffers when they stop building the chemistry and relationship. They just start sleeping together, and then the son isn't in the movie much. We get some stupid subplot with the cameras that didn't work for me at all. That was like my biggest low point of the movie. I hate the camera subplot. Those 40 or so minutes in this movie is damn near perfect for me. If if those were better. Regardless, I still really like this movie. It's excellent. I'm super happy I watched it. I'll be picking this one up for sure because it's the Sony Classics line. Love this recommendation. Thank you. And then I wrote, also, this is why I always finish with number 1, because we might as well end the stream on a high note, because I really like this movie. I loved it, and it was excellent.
Yeah. Okay, so the ending, my favorite part about that ending, okay, I know I'm going to sound like a complete sap, but whatever. When she calls his brother-in-law, and then he's just like, oh, it's your sister, and then he takes the phone and it's her on the phone, and she's asking, how his son is and everything like that, and if he's going to make it type deal. And then he says, just like the normal shit, and then she's just kind of like, okay, well, I'll let you go, because I mean, being in a situation like that, you're kind of like, well, I don't want to be pushy, but like I care about you and your son, so I want to know. And he would have never picked up if she would have called. Let's be real. And when she's about to do that, and he's just like, no, stay on the line. And then he kind of starts crying, and I'm like, okay, that to me, like, I'm always uncomfortable with people crying. I don't know why. I've always been that way. But to me, in that situation, I mean, totally warranted. Like, you just broke your fucking hands trying to get your son out of the water. Thank God you did break the ice, and he's almost dead type deal. And then he realizes that he's just like, okay, she's it, man. Like, he finally pulls his head out of his ass and realizes, like, yeah, she's the one. I don't give a shit that she doesn't have legs. Like, who gives a shit about that? You know what I mean?
She has those mechanical ones.
She does, and she's not an ugly woman, so that also helps. And he's not an ugly dude, so that helps too. But yeah, I like that they both weren't perfect individuals.
No, for sure.
But they were almost like perfect for each other.
Yeah.
Because they did bring out the best in each other. Because I mean, can you imagine you're this, like, I mean, you're like this person that's like a prettier person, like you're a more attractive person. You go out on the weekends and you have fun and all this shit. And then just one day you lose that freedom. And then you're kind of like, oh, fuck. I had this these couple of hours with this guy. And then one of my favorite scenes too was when she calls him up and they just kind of like walk around, and he's like, well, I want to go for a swim. Do you want to go with me? And she's like, no. And then after he comes back, she's like, oh, I do want to swim.
She whistles.
Yes. And then I mean, I felt so bad because like I can't imagine being in that position. But when she was like, oh, turn around, when she's changing type deal. And then what I liked is that he looked at it. He just like acknowledged that that's what her legs look like now. And he was just like, whatever. And he was just kind of like, how do I do this? Like, how do I get
She
you?
puts those boobs of hers on his back though when she gets out of the water.
Well, they're kind of big, so what
Yeah,
do you
she wasn't afraid to do that. She wasn't small, that's for sure.
Well, French people live a little differently than we do.
So yeah, because I was like, was this a new? It's not a nude beach, but they're totally fine with. She turns around and she's just like
Yeah,
nipples and everything. So I was like,
those French people don't give a shit.
but the one scene I did love, and you mentioned it, was that scene on the phone when she says, "Okay, I'll let you go," and he says, "No, don't," and she's like, "Okay, I won't."
Yeah, because I mean, the whole time she was in love with him,
Right.
and because you know how like when they were boning and stuff, and she was just like, "No, I don't kiss. We won't kiss." And then she finally kisses him, and he's like, "Wait, what? We're doing this?"
Right,
Because
I forgot that.
that moment too, I was just like, he loves her without even really realizing it, but I think that he subconsciously did.
He kept fucking other women though at the same time he was.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, that scene when they're at the club and he leaves with another chick. I
Yeah.
was like, what a shitty move, my
Yeah,
dude.
that was not the best. Not the
No.
For sure, for sure. I agree. No, this was a really good one, and I appreciate your list. You know, no matter what, if I like or don't like a movies on people's list, or I like or love them all, you know, there was 5 I gave over 3 stars to, I believe. So I'd call it. You know, I appreciate it, regardless of how I feel, because at the end of the day, it's tough. Let me be honest with you. I always tell people this. It is, spoilers are off the screen, but it's tough recommending movies, man. Like, you know, even if you think you know someone's taste really well, like it is hard to recommend 10 movies to somebody and have all be a hit. Like that's not easy to do because everybody has different tastes. So even if you love them and you're like, this person is going to love this movie, you just never know. You never know because you're not that person. So it's just like, oh shit, I was wrong. And it's like, why? Why didn't you like this? I was so sold that you were going to like this one. So, but you knew this was going to be pretty high, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought this would be like number fucking 10. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
No, because I was like, you like romance movies, but it wasn't heavy on the romance. It was very much just a drama and people being people going through shit. Most of these movies I gave you are people going through shit.
We got Jim Powers in the chat with the super sticker. Appreciate it, Jim. What's up, Chef Jim? We got Chef Jim Powers in the chat. Appreciate you being here. Hey Holland, you freak. Let's see here. Hey Chef Jim, it's me, the big bad booty daddy. Who the fuck? Big bad body. I don't know what the hell Holland is into.
You
Holland,
just let him be.
it's a drama. You should check it out. What the fuck? I'm still on this drama with the big bad booty daddy or something with Holland Oates. What the fuck? I was okay with the Titans win. I was more happy about my alma mater, Alabama beating Georgia. Yeah, I saw that. I was watching it today on the replay, Johnny. It was like 28-6 last time I was watching. I was like, holy shit. It wasn't today. I know it was probably Saturday, I assume. Roll damn tide. Rumor has it that Mizzy is here. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Hey Jim. Mizzy, you getting the Demolition Man Arrow release? Hell yeah. Absolutely excited for it. You day one purchase. Hell yeah. Nice surprise at that release. And no deodorant. I don't know what that means. Mizzy doesn't wear deodorant, I guess he's saying. I'm not sure,
Well,
but
all right.
that's okay then.
You do you.
You do you. But Chef Jim, make sure you're here on Friday night. Dakota Johnson stream. Ashley, this woman that I have on the panel right now, will be on there along with Allie, and we'll be the three of us discussing the. I was going to make a joke and say the greatest actress. I couldn't do it with the straight face. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Oh my God.
I was going for it, but I fumbled the ball on that one. I couldn't
Ugh.
I was trying.
I just hope that Allie can, handle the two of us. I mean, she does in our group chat, so.
That poor girl. Oh man. Allie. Poor Allie. Okay. Yeah, anyways, I'm sure Anthony's in the chat watching. He's like, she can handle it. She'll be all right. We're just bringing out The Tenant. Vinegar Syndrome is bringing out The Tenant, a Polanski horror. It's a must 4K. You said you like Roman Polanski movies?
Who?
You? Or no? You like Rosemary's Baby?
It's okay.
Okay, gotcha.
I feel like it's an essential horror movie, but Roman Polanski's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. Yo, Jeff says the
Jeff.
Johnson stream will be fun. I could not agree more. He's been pretty quiet tonight. I feel like he's probably been lurking. Bobby Blue, Sunday watch purposes, Clue or Clueless with Elise? Is it Alicia or Alicia? I always said
Alicia Silverstone.
I always say Alicia too. I heard somebody say Alicia.
Well, welcome. I couldn't pass it up. Sorry.
Separate the art from the artist.
No, there's some people you just don't do that for.
With Tim Curry. I'll watch movies, like I said, because I love Jeepers Creepers. I don't like the guy though, but I can't deny Jeepers Creepers being like
Jeepers Creepers is rad, but like Woody Allen, Roman Polanski, known pedos, no.
Yeah, I mean,
hot.
So is the Victor Salva guy, I know, pedophile.
Oh yeah, no, but that's honestly the only movie I've ever seen of his.
Jeepers Creepers. He did Powder. He did Clown House, which is I think where he was convicted of sexual assault or pedophilia.
I've seen. I thought I saw Powder when I was a kid, but that was about it.
Hey Chris, hey Johnny, hey Mizzy. Sorry y'all had a concert tonight. We'll catch the replay. I knew he was.
Look at him.
You better catch the replay, Jeff. I call people out if they say they're going to catch it and they don't. So, and Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's another. Hollywood Undead has a song about Charlie Sheen. They're like, Charlie Sheen's got a weenie or something. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, Charlie Sheen. What did he eat? Something about like something. Well, on the set of Lucas, supposedly he sexually assaulted, and I believe this happened. Some people don't want to believe it. I really feel like it could have happened. But Corey Haim, he like supposedly on the set of Lucas molested him or something like that. So,
and that's just one person.
I feel like that probably happened.
There's loads of celebrities that have done.
We got French people equal no deodorant, Mizzy says.
Oh, and they're very hairy too. So
yeah, natural hair. Ellie can't wait for the Dakota stream. She loves both of your personalities so much. Prepare, Anthony. She gotta like do her like yoga routine beforehand to deal with us.
Yeah, she's gotta prepare.
We're gonna be turned up to a level 10 for that one. So Benicio, my brother, HRU. How are you? Okay. Sorry, I don't understand abbreviations very well. So we going with Clue it is. No, Clueless, not Clue. Clueless.
Clueless.
Yeah, Clueless, Prince. What up, Jeff? What concert did you go to? I was questioned about watching the replays. He was. I said, do you actually watch them? I said because Dell once was like, I'm going to watch the replay. And then sure enough, the next day he told me, he like messaged me about it. And I was like, he watched it. I was like, he really did what he said he was going to do. Because I feel like a lot of people say they'll catch the replay, but not everybody's going to, which is okay, but don't say you're going to do something and you don't.
I do. I just like last week with you and Corey, when I watched a movie and then I got off and I was like, okay, well, I'll watch this, to go to sleep to, and then I'll just wake up and finish it, right?
We were still
and I was just like, oh my God, you're still talking? Stop it.
Let me tell you about something about Corey. I could sit there, Corey, and you know this to be true.
Oh, I've talked to Corey for hours.
Corey's easy to go along with. He's really easy to talk to. He's not like a difficult 4 hours. It's like an easy 4 hours.
Oh, it's a breeze.
It's a breeze. Yeah. There's something about Corey. There's something about Corey. We need to make a TV show about it. Corey is the man. Seriously. What's up, brother Chris? Yeah, I am a big fan of Corey. Daddy-O, watch before the stream, I promise.
Yes, sir. Daddy-O. I'm sure they'll bring it up.
Watch Daddy-O. Yeah, you need to watch Daddy-O. My brother, that Miza. Okay, so that's everything. Let's go over what you predicted for me. What did you think?
Okay, I told you before we started, this was going to be fucking hard for me because I like them. So, okay, so I gave number 10. Notes on a Scandal.
Okay.
Number 9 was Welcome to the Rileys. 8 was 8 Seconds. And I felt like those three were gonna be like really close, kind of like
Number 9, Welcome to Riley's.
yeah.
So that was the low one. Okay.
So, and then I have Fierce People at 7, Sleepless in Seattle at 6, Dead Snow at 5,
Okay.
Virgin Suicides at 4,
Ooh.
3 was Jeremiah Johnson, 2 was Rust and Bone, and 1 was Demolition. I just thought you would like that one more because
Naomi Watts.
Naomi Watts.
No, and Virgin Suicides, like you guys said, not sad enough for me.
Everybody dies in it, but it's not sad enough for me.
Let's see here. Jeff, Trapped is a good one to see. So Jeff saw Trapped in concert.
Dude, Headstrong. What a song.
Oh yeah, Headstrong. Okay, that's how I know them from. Yeah, fuck yeah, I like Headstrong. Headstrong, yeah. Anyways, I won't sing. Fuck yeah, Jeff. I've seen them in concert too. I got yelled at for my singing. Whatever. Jeff Trapped is a good one to see. Anything is better than football.
True that.
Oh boy. You be nice. Okay, my number 10 for you. You ready for it?
Yep.
I don't think I had a fucking clue in the world.
You won't.
No. Number 10, Demolition. Number 9, Fierce People. Number 8, Dead Snow. And see, I don't go back. I could look at your ratings, but I don't try to do that because that's just cheating and stupid.
That's fine.
7, Sleepless in Seattle. 6, Notes on a Scandal. 5, Jeremiah Johnson. 4, 8 Seconds. Doesn't sound like it. 3 is Welcome to the Rileys. 2 is Virgin Suicides, and 1 is Rust and Bone.
Okay, you were kind of close, especially on the bottom.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, number 10 is Fierce People. 9 is Demolition. 8 is 8 Seconds. 7 is Notes on a Scandal.
8 is
6
okay.
is Welcome to the Rileys. 5 is Sleepless in Seattle. 4 is Dead Snow. 3, Jeremiah Johnson. 2 is Rust and Bone, and 1 is Virgin Suicides.
Oh fuck! I had Rust and Bone and Virgin Suicides mixed up.
But to be fair, they're both 5-star movies to me.
Yeah, I was fuckers. Damn it.
The only reason, like I told you before, when I rank, it's what I've rewatched more. And I don't. There was a time when I watched the shit out of Rust and Bone.
Of course.
But I've seen Virgin Suicides a lot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She put fucking 8 seconds in the 8th position, of course. Yeah.
But let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was gonna make a
5.
joke in 8 seconds, but I'm not gonna do it.
No, shut up. 5 of them were 4 stars for me. 3 were 4.5s, and 2 were 5s.
I got a question. What is your mom's name?
My mom's name?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I was gonna say thanks for watching the stream, Ashley's mom, but that's
Ashley's mom. Her name is Christy.
Christy, thank you for watching the stream. I enjoyed when she texted you her favorite Jake Gyllenhaal movie. That was the best part of it.
She was bullshitting. She doesn't.
Oh,
Bubble Boy is not her favorite.
What the fuck? I can't tell your mom's sarcasm. It's a text message.
Who the fuck do you think I get it from? I get it from both of my parents.
I didn't know. Bubble Boy. Okay, so that's her kind of sarcasm. Okay, I get it.
I mean, she will watch it and she thinks it's funny, but she doesn't think it's his best movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
So
that Bubble Boy. All right. Let's see here. So, okay. Would I recommend this list? Yeah, I always usually would. There's only been one time I was like, it was kind of like you with me. You were like, maybe some of them. But no, I would recommend the list. Would I buy these? I would buy Rust and Bone. I already own Virgin Suicides. And then Welcome to the Rileys has the Blu-ray. So I would buy that and Rust and Bone probably. I definitely wouldn't buy 8 seconds. And I own Dead Snow, but I do need to get the second one. And Demolition seems like a really expensive Blu-ray for some reason, especially to get it with the slip. But yeah.
Oh, because you want the slip.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, I don't give a fuck about that. I just want the movie.
What would I rate this list? I'll give it 3 stars. Mostly because I liked Rust and Bone so much, so it definitely got a 3. And that's everything. All right, everyone, have a good night. No, I'm just joking.
Bye.
Bye. Sounds just like Happy Death Day. Okay, let's see here. Yep. Well, anyways, that's everything. This was fun. 2 hours 43 minutes. That was a breeze, though. Seriously, I mean, it felt like we've been here an hour. It does not feel like 10 o'clock, 10:50, almost 11 o'clock. So,
Oh no, it doesn't. I didn't even realize the time.
yeah, time flew by. I still need to make dinner. I'll be making dinner at 11 p.m. midnight sometimes. Oh my god, it's what time I get home. So, anyways, did you have fun?
Yep.
Like somewhat sarcasm. What that? She's like, "Yep." That sounded like sarcasm. There's that sarcasm. Um, oh my goodness. Okay. But anyways, this was fun. I want to give a sneak peek and a teaser into what people can expect
On Friday.
on Friday, but they just have to come and watch. I mean, then again, I mean, should I give a sneak peek, like a teaser of what I have planned?
I mean, if you want to.
Okay, here's some. So I reached out to a person or two to help, just get how to get people involved in the stream. So here we go. We got
Hey, what's up, everyone?
a man with no clothes on,
Oh,
but that's some of the stuff you can expect. I don't, I asked him, I said, "Could you do something for the Dakota Johnson stream?" He decided to get naked like she does in 50 Shades of Grey. Don't ask me what he's doing, but I mean, this is what you can expect on Friday. There's going to be a lot of shenanigans. I'm trying to plan some other stuff. I called Johnny today about getting involved somehow, and he basically told me to go fuck myself. So
let's be real. He's going to come in and he's the founding member. He just needs to embrace it.
Yeah, he's like, "No, I haven't seen enough Dakota Johnson movies, so sorry, dude, can't happen." And I was like, "All right, fine, I get it."
He has secretly watched 50 Shades of Grey at least 50 times. At least.
Johnny, bad boy. What does April think about that?
She's probably just like, "I've had enough of this shit."
All right, let's see. But it's going to be a good time. It is seriously going to be a good time. You never know what to expect on my channel. I'm doing it. I figured now is the perfect time to do it before the stupid StreamYard goes up to $45 a month and I'm not paying for it. So I'm going to be switching streaming services so I can still do larger streams if I do want to in the future. And it's not going to be damn near as good. Because there's not as much I can do on the new streaming services as I can do on this. You done slipped and bumped your motherfucking head if you think I'm showing up to this stream.
You have to.
You better be in the chat, Johnny. Seriously, you're not in the chat. I want 50 people in the chat on Friday night watching that stream. They better cancel their plans Friday night and be in the chat for it.
You got to do it.
9 Eastern. 8 Central, 6 Pacific Standard Time. So just make sure you are there in 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Nikki's just laughing. Johnny.
He's gonna make an appearance. We know it. There's no doubt.
I will do everything in my power to get him to make an appearance. I'll put it that way.
Oh, shit.
Fun stream. Good night, everyone. And Anthony's just laughing. So yeah, you never know. I'm still trying to plan some other stuff. Somebody told me to keep my clothes on, unlike Dakota Johnson. They were like, "Don't do that to Ellie or Ashley." And I was like, "Don't worry, there's no plans on taking my clothes off."
Let's keep this at G.
Rated. Yeah, PG-13 at the bare minimum.
Well,
make it rated R like 50 Shades.
we don't need to see any titties, okay?
No titties. But
we get enough of that in her movies.
If Dakota Johnson shows up to the live stream, then I might take my clothes off.
Well, I'll leave. Bye.
What if Dakota Johnson takes her clothes off? You're fine with that because you've seen it before. So that's cool.
That doesn't mean I'm like, "Oh, yay, more, please." Like, bitch, put your clothes on.
Put your clothes on.
We're trying to have a conversation here. Put your titties away, all right?
Busy would probably be so excited if I got shirtless on the street. That's your cue to say, "Now that's gay."
That is gay.
Another awesome stream in the books. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. He's been enjoying these, it seems like. So
yes.
I appreciate it. And he'll be there Friday night in the chat for sure.
he's not allowed to not be there.
Exactly. From the start, I expected to be the first one in the comment section. Oh, it's gonna be a good
Exactly.
time. I can't wait. I don't know how long that stream will last. I don't know. We haven't discussed time, but we haven't even discussed what the plan is.
I was about to say I have no idea what the hell is even happening.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, but we'll just kind of, you know what? We'll just figure it out as the stream goes.
That's fine too. I don't care.
So I'm doing everything I can to get Dakota Johnson on the stream too.
I'm contacting her PR right now.
Exactly. Like, do you realize we're doing a happy birthday stream for you? You better get your ass here. But she's not going to show up. But I'm
What a
doing it.
loser.
April is bowling Friday night. Are you going to be bowling with her Friday night, Johnny?
He's going to be watching it on his phone.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
between turns, he's going to.
I'll be in the air flying, but I'll definitely watch. He says he'll watch the replay, so we'll see if he does. I told him I've got some shenanigans planned up my sleeve that I'm not telling you two about. So they better be here for it.
Well, I already saw a shirtless Adam, so.
This is true. Yes, exactly. No, it'll be a good time. It'll be a great time. So, all right. Well, anyways, that is everything. I hope you all, like I said, tune in Friday. Seriously, spread the word. Anthony, tell all your friends and family. Just tell your friends, tell your coworkers. I'll be here with the knowledge of the 3 movies. Allie, what are you doing? You got to get Anthony watching some of these movies. Are they the 350 Shades movies?
He has an annual rewatch every year. Just kidding.
So he's only seen the first one 3 times.
Oh, it's on a loop all day.
Great list, Ashley.
Well, thank
Anthony
you.
has seen Peanut Butter Falcon,
I'm assuming Suspiria.
maybe Bad Times at El Royale.
That's not a bad movie.
Cool stream, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Hell no. This is what I love with the chat when you can actually interact like a live feed with them.
Yes.
But yeah, this is good times. October 4th. It should be October 4th. It's a Friday night. Seriously, cancel all your plans. If you had a wedding that night, you got to cancel it. You got to be there for this live stream on Friday. You never know what's going to happen, but it's the first time I'm having like 3 people on my channel in a while because it's always 2. So, Prince, I expect you to be there with bells on as well.
Yeah,
holding up
you better.
Dakota Johnson sign. Mizzy, you better ask them. You say on the plane, Mizzy, you say, listen here, I need Wi-Fi on this bitch because there's a Dakota Johnson stream.
Put it on all the screens in the damn flight.
Tell them, be like, can we stream this on the plane? Tonight's viewing experience on tonight's plane will be Dakota Johnson, happy birthday. With 3 clowns. Who knows who these 3 are? Be like Ashley, Allie, and Bob, but nobody knows who they are except their friends.
We're the most famous people there are. What are you talking about?
Oh, not Suspiria. I've seen Bad Times, Peanut Butter Falcon, and
Black Mass.
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony, I'm surprised you haven't seen Suspiria.
I think what Ellie's gonna end up doing on Friday night is she's just gonna be sitting back and she's probably gonna
these 2 idiots.
Her cheekbones will be hurting from how much she's laughing.
Probably.
Just be like, these 2 idiots, exactly. Like, why did I sign up to do this? I just want to see these 2 idiots. That's what she's gonna be saying. Oh, it's gonna be good times. It's gonna be good times. Allie, don't worry. Anthony, let her know she's got to keep us in line. But outside of that, she doesn't have her hands full too much. But that's a pretty big task to keep Bob and Ashley in line. Though that's a tough one.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But anyways, that's everything. So it is almost 3 hours into the stream. This was fun. Ashley, you got anything coming up on your huge famous YouTube channel that you started up last week that has now 40,000 subscribers?
I already have 400,000 subscribers.
Sorry, it's not a 0.
You missed a 0.
Yes, I did.
No, I have nothing coming up. Nothing at all other than Dakota Johnson stream.
Yes. Once again. exactly. And it's gonna be a blast. Seriously. Just that's all.
That's
Right
all.
here. End the stream with that. Everyone, have a
Ended.
great night. We'll see you
Okay,
on the
bye.